I mean, to be fair, it's kind of an obscure game. It's like, who the hell remembers Tak and the Power of Juju type of situation? It's like,
Alright, so this year I played a lot of fucking video games. More
yeah,
than like any other year in the past decade combined, probably. So I
yeah.
thought it would be fun to rank them all. And my ranking a little bit controversial, very weird. And even I'm not sure that I agree with this because like I ranked these all like a couple weeks ago. So like some of these placements, like, you know, my opinions fluctuate from time to time. So I don't know, even I'm like looking at some of these placements and I'm like, this is kind of weird. But you know what? It's fine. Also, these placements are not like right to left, sort of, if you know what I mean. Like, everything is in the categories, but nothing is in order of like what I think about these games.
You just picked categories and said, fuck it, we ball.
Yep. Alright, so are we ready?
Nice. As ready can ready.
Alright. The list will be sent in 3, 2, 1.
I didn't get it. I'm kidding. I got
Alright. Remember, don't unspoil the spoiler thing. That's for later.
I have it. I'm on the first image. Okay.
Alright,
Where do you
so
want to start?
we're starting from the bottom and we'll work up. So, the first category. These games I didn't finish or I didn't play enough that I felt like I could give a good, proper ranking of. And I actually want to start with a game that I didn't actually play. And I completely forgot about when I was ranking this. But I did interact with it a lot. And that is, starting off with a banger, Jeffy's Endless Athos.
Is that the 3DS one?
Nope, that is a Friday Night Funkin' mod based on a Super Mario Logan creepypasta.
I don't see it on the rank list.
Yep,
Is
that's...
it even on there?
Yeah, I forgot to put it on here.
Oh, okay, all right.
So we're...
SMO creepypasta.
It's not even a creepypasta, it's like...
aren't we?
It's like a parody, like, wiki that's like... It's super fucking weird, and I can't explain it. I'm just gonna talk about...
You somehow found an FF SCP.
Basically. That's basically what this is. You know what, that can describe a few. That can describe a few of them.
But like, what the hell?
So I just want to talk about, like, because I didn't play it, and my reasoning for why I didn't play it is because my laptop is fucking trash, and I can't play a lot of FNF mods and shit like that. So, I'm just going to talk about the song, and I think that this song is great. It's only one song, and it's gone through a few versions, and I think my favorite version is V2. I know that there's a V3 and probably a V4, but my personal favorite is V2 because it has everything that I think the mod should be. It is chaotic, it is weird, and it's a little bit goofy, and that's perfect, I think. And it's something that this mod like really took off and it started a trend in the FNF community. Well, it sort of started with Too Slow D-Side, but in my opinion, it really started here. This is where it really like got popularized. And I think this is the best take on it because it is everything that I think it should be. It's goofy, it's chaotic, and I think that the closest we've gotten to something like this is Rotten Smoothie, which I also didn't play. So, yeah, Rotten Smoothie's good, Athos is good, I like Twiddlefinger, I guess, but it's not my favorite. I think my favorite Athos-like, other than, Athos, Shucks, I guess that sort of counts, and Rotten Smoothie would be Triangulum. Because unlike Twiddlefinger, where it sort of goes with that finale sort of feel, I don't know exactly how to describe it, but it feels like the climax to a story. Whereas Athos feels like, it's, like I keep saying, it's chaotic, it feels out of nowhere, and it's a little bit goofy, and I like that. But Twiddlefinger sort of goes for this finality sort of feel, which I don't think really fits, because like you don't really have any like context to what's happening, unless there is some context I'm missing with the context of that song. I don't think there is, unless there's like some chicken nugget creepypasta that I'm just missing. But I think Triangulum is a good take on that sort of finality, because there is context to Stan and Bill Cipher. I forgot to fucking mention that Triangulum is a Bill Cipher ethos. Which is like, I don't know.
I don't know any of what's going on. I'm just here to be pretty.
Yep, you're like Metaton in that one. You remember when you remember when Undyne said,
"You can't see my face."
Yeah. You remember when
failed.
You remember when Undyne said that like Metaton came over one time to just sit on her piano and feed himself grapes? That's you.
No, but I can so see myself doing that. Not even the piano part, just walking into someone's random ass house and eating grapes on their piano. That's great.
That's grape.
Out of context, you saying I really like Twiddlefinger is really funny.
I need to send you these mods, dude. We need to have a Twiddlefinger ethos movie night.
Hey, that sounds like a porno. Welcome to Twiddlefinger, ethos. Movie night. We're gonna Twiddlefinger ethos. Come on.
Ah, hell yeah. Sounds like a weird night at Simple Flips place.
It sounds like a normal night over there.
Probably. All right, so are we ready to move on to the actual tier list?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so starting off, I'm just gonna go right to left, even though I said that that's not how they're ranked. That's just how I'm gonna talk about them. So we're gonna start off with Needy Streamer Overload, which is a management game where you manage a, I guess, VTuber. I don't know, like exactly. I think it's a VTuber. She has like the sort of magical girl transformation every time like she starts streaming, which is kind of funny. But I think it's a cool little management game, and
is it on the 3DS?
It is not. It looks like it could be, but
Is that what is that 3DS logo for?
No, we're starting on the right and going left.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I said that like 3 times.
I wasn't paying attention after the FNF rant. My brain was like trying to calculate everything you said.
That's completely fair. But yeah, it's a cool little.
Okay.
It's a cool little management game. I didn't finish it because I legitimately could not handle this game. So here's the thing, and like I could not. So I'm gonna put a timestamp on screen. If you're sensitive to things I'll put on screen, I don't fucking know. This game deals with like very heavy themes of like suicide and shit like that. And there are several times I did.
God damn it.
So here's the thing though. Unlike Doki Doki, where like it just happens no matter what, this game there are several times where you need to talk the girl out of suicide, and that stressed the fuck out of me.
It's not just death. It's you are responsible now.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Which like
that's hardcore.
that fucked me up because like I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but like I've had to deal with some similar shit, and this made me feel uncool. So yeah.
You know, there's probably someone out there who's like, this character's like, I'm gonna kill myself, and the guy playing is like, do a flip.
that's an actual dialogue option, not do a flip, but like, yeah, you should probably you should kill yourself now.
God, this is like reverse harem in an actual sense. where you just kill off the main cast instead of dating them.
That,
Oh my god.
that sounds like kindergarten. That sounds like the game Kindergarten.
You're not. Now that I think it, you're not.
That's just Kindergarten, dude. I was watching Corey play that last night.
My god. It gets better in some of the other games. You know, I was it Kindergarten 3 where you actually try to save everyone?
Was there a Kindergarten 3? I only know there was a Kindergarten
There
2.
might have been. There might have been a 2. I might be thinking of 2. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen them.
I don't remember. I never seen Kindergarten 2. I should probably like check that out next year.
It's a lot more expansive if I remember correctly. There's like a whole ass card game in it.
There's a card. They turned Monstermon into a card game, dude.
Like in the game. Like
That's
you can battle against people, I think.
that's fucking rad, dude. This sounds
That's
awesome.
pretty cool. And there's ways to like collect everything. It's like really cool.
Yo, dude, where would you rank Kindergarten 2?
I haven't played it, so I would rather not give an opinion on it.
So didn't play enough.
No, I haven't played it at all.
So didn't play enough.
Is there an option for shit I forgot?
I should have called that. I should have called the didn't play enough category. Shit, I forgot.
Oh well.
All right, well,
So, any other thoughts on the Suicide Streamer game?
she's hot. Smash.
Which one?
They're both the same person, actually.
Which one? I didn't stutter.
Yes.
Fair enough. Is there only one main character?
There is
And you
only
just try to
one
prevent-
main character.
And you just try to prevent her from having suicide from doing suicide multiple times?
So true, Windman.
But there's not even any win.
I know, you were just cutting out.
Oh. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Really? You sound disappointed.
Yeah. I didn't even mean it like that, dude.
You bitch. So you
Fucking
can't
bitch,
hear me
bitch,
well?
fucking bitch. I can hear you now.
I said, so it's pretty much just a game where you try to prevent one suicidal person from killing themselves multiple times.
Yep, and you also try to get her subscribers.
I didn't know we were doing Logan Paul. Or was it Jake Paul who did that in the Forest of Suicide? I can't remember which of those fuckers it was.
Does anyone care anymore?
Was it the blonde one or the one who fought an old man?
They both probably fought old men.
They both have probably dropped multiple old people. Let's be real.
I just want to watch the Paul brothers like in an arena fighting a bunch of old guys.
In an arena. There's a retirement home right there.
Ah, let's go, dude.
Pop
So
them in there and watch them go after Granny. The hunt is on. National Geographic.
Natural Geographic. I want this to be real now. So Needy Streamer Overload. Cool game. I just couldn't stomach it. Because I'm a pussy.
Fair.
So, moving on to Genshin Impact. So
I do actually have an opinion on this one.
You do?
Yeah, I'll let you do yours first because this is your show.
Alright, so I liked Genshin Impact. I did. I liked the world. I liked the characters. I thought the gameplay was pretty cool. I got to the gacha shit, and I immediately dipped. Because here's the thing. Like, if you're gonna drain my wallet and make me gamble for characters, I don't give a shit. Drain my wallet. Do whatever you want. Just don't put a time limit on it. Like, I don't like limited time shit in games, like, in general. But especially when it's like, you're just mixing two very bad mechanics. And it just really drives me away every time I see it. Because, like, this isn't something that's exclusive to Genshin. I think this is just something that happens in gacha games in general. if you just took away the gotcha shit, the FOMO, I think you have a great game here. And I would probably put it in like good or maybe even rad. But as it stands, I got to the gotcha, I fucking dipped. And I want to be inside Venti. Anyways, go ahead.
So, while I do agree with you that the gotcha aspect is not fun for everyone, I am someone who likes the gotcha aspect because I'm a gambling addict and I don't want to do it in real life with real money.
So you do it online with real money.
No. I build up the resources in the game and then just do it over time.
I see.
Like when I play a game like that, I'm in for the long haul. Have you played Honkai Star Rail?
I have not, but it also looks cool. But I also don't want to play it because of the gotcha.
I mean, it's the same exact company who makes them.
Yeah, that's something I fucking hate, because, like, this company makes so many, like, cool-looking games. Like, I was watching the Game Awards, like, a couple days ago, and there was this one...
beautiful.
There's this one, like, Zenless Zone Zero trailer, and I was like, this game looks fucking sick, but I don't want to gamble.
Zenless Zone Zero as well. There's another game called, like, Wuthering Wave. There's, like all four of them are, like, almost the exact same, and just how fucking pretty they are. Like, it's great. My biggest issues with the games are I don't have devices that can run them well.
Neither do I, but like
promoted,
oh wait,
they're promoted as mobile games. But when you have a combat system based on timing and interactions, and you lag or it stops, it can fuck you up pretty hard.
Damn. Also, Misty's alarm is going off. I need to go stop that. Hold on a second. You keep rambling.
I don't know what I'm doing.
What the fuck was that?
You said keep rambling, so I just pressed for like a minute.
I'm gonna sample that and put it in Friday Night Funkin'. But anyways, I accidentally hit snooze, so I think I'll have to do that again in like 5 minutes.
It's fun for fun.
Just kill it.
Just chuck it out of a fucking window. So those types of games, I can't reasonably play without a stronger device. I'm also more used to less interactive gotcha games than those. Because it's like the only type of games I play on my phone. Because I can just leave them idle and doing stuff while I'm doing other things. And I've just kind of grown into the habit of it. But with those, you have to like interact with the game, which is cool and all. But they don't run well enough for me to keep interacting with the games. Don't get me wrong, the character's awesome looking. The game's beautiful. The dialogue, I'm pretty sure it can be funny. But I haven't gotten far enough into the games. And I've just kind of given up on them. Despite the fact that I like the gotcha aspect. I can't get into them. I just don't have a reliable way to keep up with them.
Yeah, honestly, like if I were to warm up to the gotcha aspect, this would probably be a game in like rad or good. But as it stands, I just personally don't like games that tell me how to spend my time, if that makes sense.
If I had the time to spend, I would spend it. But I don't have the time nor the capacity.
Yeah, basically. But also, I just want to say, I'm pretty sure Genshin Impact got ported to Xbox recently. So that's something for you to maybe look into.
As fun as that would be, I'm not getting that on it. The Xbox I have is for like family usage.
I see.
I'm not putting that on there because Charlie would so look at the characters and probably try to fap.
Dude, that's me, dude.
I mean,
I'm Charlie.
Hi, Charlie. Go back home.
Fuck.
But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it probably wouldn't be good on a big console for me.
Yeah. So, that's my thoughts on Genshin. That's your thoughts on Genshin. Do you have anything else to say?
I mean, I pretty much summed up what I wanted to say. If I could play it, I would. but I don't have the capacity for it.
One more thing I want to say is I want to kill Paimon.
Isn't she used as like? Aren't they? I don't know what it is. Aren't they used as like backup snacks or ration? Isn't that a joke?
That's a joke, yeah. I'm gonna vor her.
Okay. So, canon.
Alright, so moving on. We have Dormibus Remaster. So this is a Five Nights at Freddy's fan game that I think could be cool. It looks like it could be really cool. I could maybe get into it. The reason that I didn't finish it is because the tutorial is trash. It's just a wall of text that you're just supposed to memorize, which is not too dissimilar from a game later on. But in this case, it's just like so much. And like I think it was on night 3 that I like quit because there were like 3 characters introduced with like 2 paragraphs each that I had to memorize, and I'm just like, fucking, I don't want to play this anymore.
Oh, God, fuck that. No. Like, a character bio is cool and all, but if that bio includes how to feed their mom and diaper their baby, I'm good.
Yeah, no, it's just like, fucking make a better tutorial, please. This game has... Yeah, okay, there's the alarm again. Hold on a second.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the dark corner. The dark side of the internet. Are we even on the internet?
All right, I think I've successfully defeated the alarm.
I really hope it goes off again.
That would be funny if I had to keep doing it every 5 minutes.
I beat the alarm. You hear boss music and a health bar appears.
Like the terrarium.
You get like the health bar and it says alarm thrice awaken.
Thrice awaken.
I mean,
so yeah.
You're up to 3 times.
Yeah. Alright, so Dormitibus. As for the good things I have to say about this game, this game is wonderfully ugly, if that makes sense. So
like
this game,
decrepit, old looking.
Yes. So this game takes place in the afterlife, I'm pretty sure, where you like sort of fend off the souls of animatronics and stuff like that. And it's so like you said, it's decrepit, it's run down, it's like it's fucked up and it's
bad.
Yeah, it looks like so it looks like an evolved version of FNAF 3 actually. FNAF 3 sort of went for these, like, yeah, it looks depressing. It looks like you would catch a disease from, like, stepping foot in here. But, like, that fits so well. It's such a cool... You get tetanus from looking at it, yeah. That's what it looks like, dude.
You get eye cancer.
It's... Yeah, the gameplay, like, I never had any issues with the gameplay, really. It's just that it was such a bad tutorial.
That was the only thing holding you back?
It's the only thing.
Interacting?
Yeah, like, if it was just, like, if it had a better tutorial, I feel like I would have really enjoyed this game. But as it is, I just couldn't fucking bring myself to care.
What sucks is that's a really easy fix, too.
It is probably a very easy fix. Just make
I don't think it would be necessarily an easy fix, but I think it's probably one of the easier fixes you could have. It's one of those things where, like, instead of giving a wall of text, make the tutorial an interaction. Like, you have to hit E to block the door, or you have to hit C to turn the flashlight on. You have to hit C multiple times to flash the flashlight. That type of situation.
That could work, actually, yeah. And there's a game that does this infinitely better that I'll talk about way later on. Alright, so Dormitibus Remastered could be cool, but I don't want to deal with it. So moving on to Resident Evil, which, yeah, this is a game that I actually streamed, and if you watched my streams, you know why I didn't finish this game. So let's start off with Jill Valentine kick my ass. Anyways, I think this game is cool as fuck. I love the design of just like you're put in a huge building or like a big area, and there's just like you gradually unlock more access to these areas as you solve puzzles and shit. That's like one of my
What was the
favorite
game again?
kinds of games. Resident Evil.
Which Resident Evil? Is this the first one you played?
The first one, the remake of the first one.
Okay, you said Resident Evil, and I was like, which one? Because there are some like I've seen the whole thing. There's even one I've played through a little bit. I haven't played through Resident Evil. So, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, no. All right, so yeah, this is like one of my favorite formulas for a game. I feel like it's very addicting. Sort of like, immediately I can point to like The Crooked Man. I can point to Luigi's Mansion. Those games are fantastic. But here's the thing: they're also for babies, and Resident Evil is not for babies. And what I mean by it's not for babies is you need to use 4 brain cells to solve these puzzles. And the reason I didn't finish this game, I kid you not, I am too stupid.
You see, I have 3.5 brains, which I'm almost qualified.
Look, I feel like you could brute force your way through this game if you really tried.
Probably.
With 3.5,
But, like, that's-
yeah, you can do it. I believe in you.
I know you. But the point of these games is you're not supposed to brute force your way through. There's specific points where you're supposed to brute force your way with like guns and stuff.
Yeah.
This is a classic horror game formula. This is a survival horror game at its base components. Look at Silent Hill. Look at Bendy and the Ink Machine. Again, the game for babies, but like it's the same general principle. There's puzzles to solve. There's enemies coming after you. You can fight back. You can lose. It's got a creepy atmosphere. There's elements that make the game hard. There's points when you probably just want to give up or it doesn't look like you can win. That's why they have an environment for you to interact with and unlock so you get more resources. It's not a survival horror game, kind of like what The Forest would be. It's more akin to a classic survival horror element. You gather resources, you explore your area, you fight enemies, you get scared, you come across puzzles.
Yes.
It's not made to be easy, it's made to be enjoyed.
Yep. And I did enjoy this game a lot, but again, it's just I'm literally too fucking stupid to play this game.
You could always
Literally,
just look up a tutorial.
I fucking kid you not, Alex. I did that. I still couldn't fucking beat this game.
How far did you get?
I got like I couldn't really tell you like how far specifically. I want to say like a 4th, maybe.
You got a quarter of the way to the game.
Yeah, I got like a quarter of the way through, and I was just too fucking stupid. I'm gonna
That's
give this
probably
another
pretty
shot
much it.
probably next year. I'll give this another shot
That's
next
probably-
year, and I'll hope that I grew that 4th brain cell.
How many are you sitting at currently?
I'm sitting at 3.
I'll give you a. It'll take a bit to transmission, but it'll eventually get there. Just so you know, I'm down to like -6 now.
Oh, can I borrow some?
I just transmitted you a half. That was the last half I could give for this annual year.
Oh, thank you, dude.
See, I just said annual year, the exact same thing.
The thing is, I don't think I would have caught that unless I like sat on it for a second.
You see, I'm already feeling the loss.
So, yeah, Jill Valentine, kick my ass, please, please.
If she's not a real person. If she was, no thank you. I would prefer Nemesis. That tentacle corner would be so sweet.
Let's go, dude. So, next up is Klonoa. which is a
So
very cute game, which I've really enjoyed. And
it looks like a Sonic the Hedgehog type game.
it's more of like, I would describe it as like Kirby mixed with Yoshi.
You
It's
got Kaboshi?
yeah, we got Kaboshi, dude.
I think that's the actual name of like a mythological god somewhere, which is no, that might be Kiyoshi.
Yeah, I
can't
think
remember.
you're
But,
thinking of Kiyoshi.
Kaboshi. So what's the game about? God.
Probably. I didn't get far enough.
No. I was asking, what is the game about? God.
It's about, you play as Klonoa, and there's, I think, some like I can't fucking remember. I played this game like during the first half of the year. You play as Klonoa, and like you're just going places, and you find like, I think you find a little guy, and like he's your companion, and like there's this like jester character, and you like blow him off a cliff, and I made a Nomori joke about this.
Turns out the whole game is about you running from the cops because you're a drug dealer who's on a drug induced trip.
Dude, this is drawn to life. So yeah, this game was very cute. I thought the music was pretty good. The reason I didn't play it is because well, first of all, I just think that the gameplay was a little bit slow, if that makes sense. Like, it's just
So there's two versions of slow. Are we talking like Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum level 100 Blissey losing HP slow?
100.
Or
yep, that's it.
Or,
like the movement speed.
God.
The movement speed in this game is
God.
just. It's probably something I can get used to. The movement speed is just very slow. I
love that you got what I meant when I said that, but also that sounds like a personal hell I could not endure.
Here's the thing. For a lot of other people, it's probably fine. But just for me personally, like, I just find the game to be way too slow. Like, Klonoa moves at a snail's pace.
I'm the same person who gets upset with Skyrim dialogue for taking longer than 3 seconds to say an entire paragraph. I could not play this game.
Probably not.
I could not play this game. Oh my god.
But aside from that, I think it's fun enough. I like collecting the collectibles. I like
the art style of it kind of reminds me of Fossil Fighters Champions a bit from like the blurry image I can see.
It's definitely more so like Sonic, I would say. I think that the characters are designed by the same person who designed Sonic and Blinks.
Huh, makes sense.
So yeah, I think
I can see the family resemblance.
Yeah, it's very cute. It's like, it's the kind of game that I would probably like pop in when I'm feeling like shit. I'm just like, yes.
It's very, very hedgehog.
Yes. I love Klonoa a lot, like as a character and as a world. But like,
I love Cloaca.
You love what?
Bird Cloaca.
Bird Cloaca. I love.
You
might be love it. I don't know what you're talking about.
So a cloaca is like birds piss and shit out of the same hole. And it's the same hole used. I think it's the same hole used for effects as well. Sharks have a cloaca as well.
I'll be honest, I zoned out. But anyways.
You know that to mate, male sharks will like lower their penis.
Do we have to talk about sharks' penis? Fuck you.
I'm talking about shark sex. Leave me alone.
Fuck you.
Oh, you're not gonna question how I know this?
Fuck you.
You're just gonna yell, fuck you?
Fuck you.
Go fuck yourself. Fuck you.
You fucking dick.
Fuck you, Ezekiel.
What's your name?
Ezekiel.
Fuck you, Ezekiel.
Fuck you, Ezekiel. What's your name?
Yeah, fuck you, Jim. Always going to my store buying my Reese's Pieces. Those are the hardest to restock.
Why are you buying clothes at the thrift store?
So yeah,
Alright.
I love Klonoa. I hate it, but I love it. I might finish it. If I can get used to movement speed, I'll finish it. If not, I'll talk about it again next year. Fuck you.
If I can get used to short sex, I'll be unstoppable.
No, me unironically.
If I can get used. Oh yeah, that's right, Gura.
Fuck you. Anyways,
Is that why you were so aggressive about it?
yes. Anyways, moving on
How does
to
it feel to know that your soul partner has a Chloe?
I'm gonna rob you.
Go ahead, I don't have anything left, bitch.
Damn it. Moving on.
You can't threaten me with a good time.
Moving on from the shark sex. Senran Kagura. This is a game for the
this the one
3DS.
Yeah, this is the one I was talking about earlier when I
Yeah.
was being dumb.
I love this game. I really fucking like this game. I didn't play it enough because I didn't play it enough. I don't have an excuse.
It's a Nintendo 3DS game, so it can't be about ecchi or porn.
Yes,
So
it is.
I'm assuming it's about it.
This game is about tits.
Nintendo dropped the ball.
This
I can't
game
wait to
is.
see a Nintendo Switch version of Honey Pop.
Oh, it's probably already there.
I mean, you could probably port it, yeah, but like, I want an official release.
Me too, dude.
That would be the fucking day.
I
That would be so funny.
need to finish Honey Pop, and I'll probably rank it next year.
You have like 1 million hours in that game.
I
Just
do.
because you left it open.
it's one of my favorite things about my Steam profile. It's just I have 1 million hours in Honey Pop, and I have a review of it that just says "Help me."
How many hours do you have specifically again?
I think I have
wasn't
like
it like 3,000?
I think I have like 300 or 400.
300 or 400. Oh, that's not too much.
That's
nowhere
more
near
than I
as much.
have.
Yeah.
That's more than I have in Undertale, and that's my favorite game of all time.
If I also have over 2,000 hours in TF2.
I do.
My God. Okay, your priorities are
So back to Senran Kagura. This game is just dumb, horny fun. It's a beat 'em up where you're playing as girls with big titties, and they're all ninjas, and you just beat the shit out of people, and it's a lot of fun.
Skullgirls. It's Skullgirls.
It's Skullgirls if it was a beat 'em up, like you know, like sort of like Streets of
Skullgirls is a
Rage
beat 'em
kind of.
up.
No, I'm talking
Oh,
about like
okay, that
Streets
kind
of
of
Streets of Rage. Yeah,
Not like an arcade one-on-one beat 'em up. This is like a group you can't lose kind of beat 'em up. Okay.
pretty much. I mean, you can lose. I'm pretty sure if you play on like a
No, but
high
I mean,
difficulty.
Like you know what I mean? It's like you can't afford to lose kind of games where like there's so many enemies if you make a mistake you're done.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's a 3DS tit fighting game.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun, and I just it's the kind of game that like throughout the year I just sort of started it up every once in a while, and I just had a blast for like an hour. Pause.
Is there like cutscenes or is it just girls with big boobs fighting a bunch?
There is a story. There are like some cutscenes. There are some fun bits of dialogue that I really enjoyed. I don't remember a lot of it because again I played it throughout the year, and I haven't gotten too far. Like I'm probably still like on the first 10 missions if I had to give a guess. But from what I played, it's super fun, and I want to like sit down and just enjoy it at some point. I want to just sit down.
How is it corny?
It's girls with big boobs, and they like strip to power up, and it's fun.
I wish I could script power up, but instead I just kind of feel bad.
Why'd you say it like that?
I just kind of feel bad. I feel bad for me and the people around me.
It's so funny. What the fuck?
I wish I could get stronger, but I just kind of feel bad.
What the
It
fuck?
just kind of reminds me of who I am.
I'm all of me. Yeah, this game, I don't have a lot else to say other than I love Hibari. She's my favorite, and she's adorable, and I love her.
Is she adorable because she's got big boobs or because she has no boobs?
She has big boobs, and also that's unrelated.
Well, I mean, you can have more personality without personalities.
True.
You know?
She's great.
If anime has taught me anything, it's that the chibi character is often the most enjoyable. Whether it's them yelling about "shut up, I'm not flat," or "shut up, just because I don't have boobs doesn't mean I can't have an opinion." Anywho, any other thoughts about the boob fighting game?
Not really. I didn't play it enough. I wish I did. It's fun. I'll probably play it more and rank it next year if I plan to do this next year.
This reminds me about the DLC for this game I heard. It's just a pair of tits that fight and they have arms.
Dude, this sounds awesome.
This sounds terrible. It sounds awful. It sounds like a fucking nightmare.
Alright, so we're out of the games that I didn't feel I played enough to rank properly. Now we're on to
now we're on to shit.
With one game.
Yeah.
Sonic 06. Do I need to say anything about this game?
No.
It's horrible. I streamed Shadow Story. My PS3 died. I can't even play Silver Story.
If I remember, this is the one where they when they speak, their mouth opens regardless of what they say. So they'll be screaming and their mouth is just stuck open with a blank expression. And if they're just talking, it looks like they're yelling, right?
I don't think so. I think you're thinking of Sonic Adventure.
Maybe, probably.
Which I have also ranked, but we'll get to that later.
Oh shit.
Sonic 06 is a shit fucking game. But I also had a lot of fun playing it.
Sonic 06 Game of the Year.
No, we ranked that too. But anyways.
Wait,
this game
thing?
Sort of. We'll get to that. But anyways.
Oh god. Oh no.
Sonic 06, I'm not gonna waste your time. You know it's shit. I know it's shit. Everyone knows it's shit. The level design is pretty good. I love the music. And Silver deserved better.
Silver's kind of edgy like Shadows.
No, he's not. What the fuck are you talking about?
Kind of edgy like Shadow.
Fuck off. What the fuck are you talking about?
Knuckles is edgy kind of like Shadow.
So,
Ezio's kind of...
Shut up. Alright, moving on to OK tier.
That one B guy is kind of I can't remember. Alright.
Moving on to OK. These are the games I thought were fine.
Blaze is kind of high like Shadow.
I love Blaze. She's my favorite. We have another Sonic game. Sonic 1.
What is it? Sonic Colors? Oh.
Sonic 1.
Sorry, the image was closed. What the fuck is Sonic 1? Like the first Sonic?
Yes. I played this game as Tails, actually, which is probably why it's not in shit. Because any parts of the level design that I thought were terrible, I could just basically ignore.
Now, is this a remake or the original?
This is a fan-made port to the PC, actually. With a lot of...
Okay, so...
Yeah,
so it can be different than the actual game.
Yes. So basically, with a lot of the Sonic games that I ranked, like all the classic games and like Adventure, there are a lot of fan improvements that have been made, which I played with because it's my life. I'll play games how I fucking want, and you can't stop me.
It's my life. It's either now or never.
Yep.
Right.
So I played Sonic Forever, I think is the title of the port, and it's a good port. The game itself is just okay. And actually, something I want to get out of the way with the Sonic games is that these games are made to be replayed and enjoyed more on repeat playthroughs. So I feel like, because I only played through these games like once, so I feel like next year I'll probably play through these again and give better opinions on these. But these are just like my first playthroughs in a while. These are what I think about these games. And what I think about Sonic 1 is it's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's still like not great. Again, it's just at okay. But I had fun. I thought it was fine. Again, a lot of that could just be I was playing as Tails and I could just ignore parts of the level design I didn't like. It's a fine game. I don't have a lot else to say, really. I think Spring Yard Zone is underrated.
I think mattress springs are great for your dick.
They are. You ever stuck your dick in one? It's great.
No, actually, I haven't.
Oh, you should try it.
No.
Moving on to the most controversial
painful.
thing I think is on this tier list. Five Nights at Candy's 3, I think is just okay.
I don't have an opinion on this because I don't know what the deal with Five Nights at Candy's is.
You've never played Five Nights at Candy's or watched it or any of it?
Joseph, no. No.
What the fuck
No.
is wrong with you?
I ask myself that every day.
I'm asking it to you right now. What the fuck? You're a Five Nights at Freddy's fan. This is like the Five Nights at Freddy's fan game.
I can be a fan and not have been into it for years. I haven't seen anyone play it.
Alex, I'm gonna kill you in real life. What the fuck?
Okay. I'm down for that.
I'm gonna rob you. I'm gonna destroy your life.
I don't have anything for you to take. I don't have a life, you fucking idiot.
Five Nights at Candy's 3. This is very controversial. Because this is like this is regarded as one of the best Five Nights at Freddy's fan games ever made. And I think it's only okay. So here's the thing.
So what did you not like?
This game, I think that it is a great concept. I love Monster Rat and Monster Cat, and I love Monster Vinny. Those are all great designs, and I feel like the gameplay can work very well. The sound design is good, the visuals are great, everything about this game is great, except for the gameplay. The gameplay feels like, okay, for the first 5 nights, it's like so easy. Like, okay, well, less so in like night 4 and 5, like that's where it sort of ramps up. But at the same time, I never really died. It never really felt like I was, well, no, I did sort of feel like in night 5, like there was a couple times where I was like, oh fuck, that was close. But overall, I was like, I didn't feel too challenged by the main game, which is like, you know, that's fine, whatever. I feel like I could have bumped this up, honestly, but like I've ranked it where I ranked it. I'm just gonna accept that. My main problem is Vinny. Fuck Vinny, because what everyone says online about him being skill-based is horse shit. There are so many times when I have tracked Vinny perfectly with my flashlight, and it just decides, no, you're shit. Fuck you. And like I did it perfectly, and it's just like, no. I played like a fucking task bot, and it's like, no. And then on my winning attempt, I fucking kid you not, on my winning attempt, I lost track of him for like 5 seconds. Or like, it's probably more like 2 seconds. But like, I lost track of him for a good while. And that's the run where I fucking win? Is the one where I fuck up so badly? This game is, I either got a shit download where it's like bugged, or this game is just luck based and everyone's blinded by how good everything else is. That's my opinion on Candies 3. Fuck this game.
So the game.
I love
the
this
game's
game,
Okay.
but
The game's okay because of one character and one aspect.
yes, that's why I said I probably should have bumped this up to good, or Fortnite.
I do think it should be bumped up to good.
I
At
think so
least.
too.
'Cause it sounds like it was an enjoyable game.
It
'Cause
was
it's got that
for
Five
most
Nights
of the
at Freddy's
time.
classic thing. It's got the Five Nights at Freddy's classic of the first easy night. Around night 3, it kind of steps up. Night 4 and 5 are harder. And just like with Golden Freddy, it's got that random bullshit.
But the random bullshit is so constant in Night 6. And it was just not enjoyable at all. And it fucking was terrible. And Mom is calling me. Okay, hold on a second. You go and keep rambling. I'll take this call real quick.
Did you know that raccoons can fit in a hole of up to 4 inches in diameter, and the human anus centimeters? No, is it inches? Can't remember. Either way, the human anus can stretch up to like 8 centimeters or 8 inches without permanent damage. Thus, theoretically, a raccoon could fit up your ass.
I fucking hate you. I got back. The first thing I heard is a raccoon could theoretically fit up your ass. Fuck you.
Yeah, I was explaining how they can fit in a hole with a diameter of like 4 centimeters or 4 inches. It's a very big difference, but I can't remember which it is. And the human anus can stretch up to 8 centimeters or 8 inches without permanent damage in diameter, so theoretically a raccoon could fit up your ass.
Five Nights at Candies 3 is fine. I probably should have bumped it up. I think if I were to redo the tier list, I would have. But I ranked it where I ranked it because...
I think Five Nights at Candies 3 is shit because there's no raccoon sex.
That's true. This game actually should have been in shit.
Don't listen to me, please. Nobody can listen to me.
There's my hot take of the video, and we're moving on to another hot take, which is Spooky's
My
Jump
hot
Scare
take of the
Mansion.
video is raccoon sex.
Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion also doesn't have any raccoon sex.
Don't you love Spooky's House of Jump Scares?
Here's the thing. I do, but the way I played it this year doesn't really go into anything that I love about this game. The thing is, I love the specimens. I love thinking about the world of Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. I love thinking about this game more than I like actually playing it. And I played this game a lot this year because I became a spooky YouTuber, I guess. Most of my audience knows me because I stream Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion Endless Mode.
Your fan base of 2?
Yep. But here's the thing. Endless Mode is luck based. Endless Mode is very, very heavily luck based. And there are several combinations of... Yeah, basically. I guess that's something these two games have in common. There are a couple of specimen combinations that are just impossible to deal with. Like, having Becca, any Weeping Angel, and any Chaser is generally impossible. Lisa is a terribly designed specimen, even though her existence is, like, hilarious.
I don't know what any of this means, by the way, for everyone watching at home.
Yeah, like, the babies. I hate the babies. Kill the babies.
I also hate the baby.
Let's go. That's all I have to say. I've talked about my opinion on this game during my streams. I think it's just where I ranked this will be shocking to my audience. Final thoughts. Me too. You know what? You know what game should have raccoon sex? The next tier, which is Fortnite. So
Okay.
Fortnite is in its own tier with Incredibles 2, and I'll get to Incredibles 2. But Fortnite, it had a weird fucking year. It had some very high highs and some of the worst fucking lows it's ever had in its history. And this is where it's time for you to scroll over to the spoiler,
Okay.
where I ranked every season and separate game mode individually because this game has had.
No.
Look, I'll just breeze past this, breeze past all of my opinions, because we would be here all fucking day if I talked in depth about all of these.
Okay,
so it's not.
Let's start with fuck off.
No, okay, so let's start with where the chapter 5 started off, which is actually an A tier with chapter 5 season 1. This is sort of all over the place, I know, but trust me, it makes sense in my head, so that means it makes sense outside of my head. I think chapter 5 got off to I think chapter 5 got off to a pretty good start, actually. I really enjoyed season 1. I liked modding weapons. I liked the battle pass was pretty funny. We got Peter Griffin buff and Solid Snake. What else could you ask for in Fortnite?
Michael Jackson boning Eminem.
Yes, which is what we need next. So I think this is a fun season. I really liked it. And then like we moved down to B tier with with chapter 5 season 2, which is fine, I guess. Like it's I enjoyed it. Okay, so I liked season 5. Fucking season 2 chapter 5, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean.
Which one was it? Lego or
Myths and Mortals, the second one. We'll talk about Lego and Festival later.
I don't know any of the seasons. I can just
so you'll just be here. You'll be here to feed yourself grapes.
Much.
It was a good season, I feel like. I liked the Gatekeeper shotgun a lot, even though it was a little bit too fucking busted. I thought that the Battle Pass was very, very creative and fun. Even though the Aphrodite skin, I know a lot of people don't like the Aphrodite skin. I personally didn't have a problem with it. She could have been a little bit more girl bossy, but I think that's because, like... So here's my opinion. I think that, like...
Aphrodite is supposed to be, like, the most feminine thing to exist in the Greek canon.
Yeah, she's supposed to be like the Omega girl boss, but here's the thing. Lady Gaga...
No, she's not. That's like... Here's the guy. That's like Athena. Athena is supposed to be like girl boss. Aphrodite is supposed to be like overly feminine, like overly sexualized.
I guess she just wasn't sex enough.
Apparently not. Not for the basement dwellers. I'm saying I'm a basement dweller. Shit.
So yeah, this was a fine season. I enjoyed it. There were two problems, I feel like. There was well, first of all, there was I guess 3 problems, I guess. First of all, waterbending. The Avatar crossover happened, and its mythics, specifically waterbending and airbending, a lot of people have problems with. I personally thought that they were like they were overpowered, yes, but for some reason I was like fine with it in this case specifically. I don't know what it is about them.
JJ is all purple. Purple.
That was last chapter. That was last year.
Purple. Sorry, purple. I really just like that. Purple.
That was also overpowered, but anyways.
You know what I think is funny about actual Avatar itself?
What's up?
The firebenders are the ones who conquered the world. Yeah, they're like the weakest bender.
Yeah, I guess that's sort of like that's kind of true in Fortnite too. Like firebending was like. I don't
understand how firebenders did it. Because air can block fire or snuff it out. Earth just straight up blocks fire. Water straight out blocks fire. How do they have like the most benders per capita? Like I think they just won through sheer numbers.
Probably.
Like it makes no sense to me. Waterbenders can use water. There's bloodbending. You can dehydrate things. There is airbending can straight up cut off someone's air circulation, and earthbending. Where is there not fucking earth except in the middle of the ocean?
Even then, you just
And
gotta
we've
swim
seen-
down a little bit.
Yeah, like, and there's even sand bending, metal bending, there's lava bending. Like, lava bending is just better fire bending. Like,
What the fuck
What?
What the fuck did firebenders do?
I understand that they have lightning bending, which has the most power, but like, when you think of like the power build up to it, they like have to have time and aim that shit. And lightning can be redirected. Can you redirect a boulder without earth bending, my friend?
I guess so.
Yeah, lightning bending's cool. Crackle, crackle, sizzle, pop. You ever been hit with a mountain? Like,
You ever try to punch a bird?
you ever been shat on by an actual volcano?
So this season was fine. What was my other issues?
Sorry.
Right.
Cut into a bigger one.
Yeah. What was it? The skull dashes. Those were also a little bit annoying because like there were several parts. There was like this one part of the map where like it was just so easy for cowards to just fucking fly away basically. Like if they just didn't want to fight you, and that was annoying. But overall, I think the season was fine. Then we get
Seems
to
pretty-
fuck off.
All right, this is the one I'm excited for because it's the only
Fort-
one in fuck off.
Fortnite Wrecked sucks cock. This
What
is
Fortnite Wreck.
this is the worst fucking season I have ever played in any game ever. If I could, I would rank it. I would rank it below Sonic 06. I really did not like this season. So here's the thing.
What was it?
This is the season where they thought, all right, Battle Royale is getting a little bit stale. Let's try to switch this up with vehicle mods.
Okay.
And that's not a bad idea. But the thing is that it's just you had to play with vehicles if you wanted to enjoy this season, basically.
Oh,
And the
you
thing
couldn't
is-
bad- Oh shit.
The thing is, they were just how you play. And at first, I enjoyed it well enough for like the first week. But after that, I
Okay.
really got sick of using these cars. And so if you tried to play without cars, you just fucking die. There is no count. There were counters to cars, but really, I just don't feel like it was enough. It was just a fucking mess. It was a mess of a season. You've heard it. If you're in the Fortnite sphere, you've heard everyone fucking talk about how bad or how good the season was. It's one of the most divisive seasons of all time, and for the people who did like it, I'm happy for you. That gave a reason for this 3 months of shit, in my opinion, reason to exist. I just couldn't. I just could not enjoy the season. I enjoyed it at first. After that, it was shit, and that's why they introduced what was it? Fucking Fortnite Reload. Yeah, Reload. Which I forgot to rank.
Fortnite Lego, where you could build your own cars.
Yeah, they introduced Fortnite Reload, which I forgot to rank on this. That would probably go in like B or A tier. It's a fun mode. It's fine.
A fun little guy.
It's a fun little guy. I liked it. It was most of what I played this season. But Fortnite ranked is just fucking. I can't.
Fortnite ranked or Fortnite wrecked?
Fortnite wrecked. Fortnite ranked is fine. Yeah, okay. I think I've talked about wrecked enough. And then we move on to this season 4, which is in C tier. It wasn't as bad as wrecked. Fuck me. It wasn't as bad as wrecked, but it was just like it had the same sort of problem where like if you weren't using War Machine's jetpack, you just fucking die. Which is
That's
it wasn't as bad, but it was still like I don't want to play this. It's just fucking.
It makes sense if you can't have a common denominator. Why play?
Yeah, it's just like if I have to use the win button to win, I just don't like that. I don't think it's
If
fun.
I have to click A to click B, why would I want to click A?
Exactly, dude. You're so real for that.
If I have to pull my pants down to shit, why would I want to shit?
You gotta pull down your pants, let that shit drop, then pull your pants back up, then take.
If I have to pull my pants down to shit, why would I pull my pants down? I'll just shit down the pants. I'll just shit. Hey boss, I gotta go to the bathroom. Okay, you're standing in your boss's office, and they hear, "All right, boss, see you later," and they're like, "What?
How did we get here? How did we get here?
You took a shit on their floor."
How did we get here?
I don't know, but I love the idea of, "Hey boss, I gotta go to the bathroom." Okay, why are you telling me? And you just stare at them dead in the eyes, and you start grunting and like shitting your pants in their office, and they're like, "What is happening?" And you're like, "Dominoes," and then you leave. Oh shit! That's an armadillo spine. Cool.
What the fuck are you on about? What are you?
No, that one was real. Remember, I'm walking on the train tracks.
Okay.
The quietest place to walk on where you shit your butt. Oh, God.
So season 4,
Why?
it wasn't as
What are you
bad
doing?
as Wrecked. It wasn't as bad as Wrecked, but it was still not great in my opinion. I think
Why would
Doctor
I pull my
Doom.
pants down?
I think Day of Doom was
Sorry.
cool. I think Doctor Doom's Island was cool. I'm interrupting you, Alex. Now.
I don't
This
care.
season.
I messed up.
This
I
season.
forgot to skip a step.
This season was definitely the season of all time. It was just the
Which one?
perfect encapsulation of like okay at best. The one in
was
C
the
tier.
Perfect season. It was absolutely the greatest season of Fortnite I ever played.
So true.
Absolutely the best. TV rank.
So then this chapter came to an end, and we got this little mini season of Chapter 2 Remix, which is a revisit of Chapter 2 Season 2, which is my personal favorite Fortnite season ever. So I really liked this season. I thought that it was very fun getting to go back to basically the season that made me fall in love with Fortnite again. And it was just, I don't know, it was just good. It was just solid as fuck.
Pussy.
I liked the I like I liked the I liked the battle pass. I liked the
You really are hardcore ignoring me.
platypussy. Well, the thing is, if I don't ignore you from time to the thing is, if I don't ignore you,
Let's go.
the thing is, if I don't ignore you from time to time, we will not finish. So yeah, Chapter 2 Remix is good. A lot of people had problems with, you know, the whole like remix aspect of it, which I understand. The lead up to the season was not done well at all, is the thing. A lot of people thought it was going to be like Season OG from last year, which it almost was, but it really wasn't. It was a remix of Chapter 2 with rappers. So pretty much you didn't have Midas at the agency. You had Snoop Dogg at the Dog Pound. You had Eminem at the grotto with, I think it was just called like the Spaghetti Grotto or something like that. It was pretty funny.
Was Ariana Grande?
Ariana Grande was not a part of this, unfortunately. But we did have Ice Spice.
She's not a rapper.
We did have Ice Spice though, which a lot of people.
Ice Spice.
I don't get the hate for Ice Spice. Like, her music isn't that great in my opinion, but like, she's not horrible. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. She's okay. I bought the skin because she's hot. Awesome.
You're so done. You're just okay. Alright, so what's the next season, my friend?
The next season is Chapter 6, Season 1, which I think is fantastic so far, actually. What's up?
Where they introduced Alpharad and Jane Animations.
Oh, so true. Unironically, that's probably gonna happen. But,
it would be cool.
I'd buy the Alpharad skin. Season 1,
games.
Chapter 6. Fuck off.
Fuck you, bitch. Sit on the platypus stick.
FORTNITE wrecked. Chapter 6, Season 1, really good so far. I love the... I'm gonna kill you.
You can try.
This season's good. I am really a fan of it so far. It might just be recency bias. I'll probably rank it again next year because it's gonna go into next year.
I'll give you a good season.
So yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. I think that it has some problems. I think that the blades are overpowered, but they're not like bad like the cars were. With the cars, you couldn't really do anything. Like, you could, but like you needed to build your loadout basically around countering the cars, which is like fucking terrible.
What I'm hearing after everything about Wrecked is you hate bumper cars with a passion.
I do. I hate Bonnie's bumper cars, dude. Unlike the cars of Wrecked, the blades have a very good counter to them actually, which is just shoot them. Because if someone's like on you, if someone's on you with a blade, you can just like fucking one pump them.
Is this a penis joke? If
it might
someone's
be
on you with a blade, you can just get them off.
Yes. If someone's on you with a blade, just fucking shoot them. Just like keep shooting them.
For a friend.
And if your aim is good enough, you'll be fine.
Joseph, asking for a friend. What if their sword is like small, so it's more like a 2-inch blade? How do you get that off?
Speaking from experience, you just do it.
Speaking from experience, I'm not.
I had a dream. Speaking of tiny penises, I had a dream where I got like fucked by a guy.
Speaking of tiny penises, I had a dream.
Yeah, okay, so I had this dream where I got like fucked by a guy, and his penis was like, it wasn't like big, but it wasn't small. It was like, like Goldilocks. It was like, it was a pretty good size,
Right. Just right.
It was just right, You don't need a huge dick, honestly.
That sentence is awesome. Speaking of penises, I had a dream last night.
So yeah, because of the dream where I had a dream where I got fucked by a guy, this season is an S tier because I like it.
The dream is about me dreaming of a dream and a dream.
So true. But yeah.
So true,
it might be recency bias, but this is an S tier. I think I enjoy this season more than I liked anything from last chapter. Except for Festival. I'm gonna talk about the 2 of the alternate modes I didn't play. Okay, so here's the thing. I didn't play a lot of Rocket Racing, which is why I didn't rank it. I have basically no opinion of it. It's a fine racing mode. That's it.
That sums up me with everything, including Fortnite. I don't have an opinion of it.
It's fine.
It's why I'm trying to awkwardly make jokes that interrupt you, so I have some commentary, and you're not just talking to yourself for an hour and a half.
we have been recording for an hour and a half, and we're just at the Fortnite tier.
I know. You need to pick up the pace.
You need to stop interrupting me then.
No. We both know that ain't gonna happen.
Well, it should, or else I'll just mute you. Anyways.
Yeah, it probably should, because I don't know how long my hands will last. So go ahead. I'll shut up for a while.
Yeah, so Fortnite Festival is actually a really good rhythm game, which makes sense. This is made by the same people who made Guitar Hero and Rock Band. So it's a good rhythm game. Who would have known? If you hire people that know how to make rhythm games, they can make a good rhythm game. So
Nintendo, take notes.
Has Nintendo ever made a rhythm game other than like that Mario dance mix, whatever?
Not that I know of.
Well, take notes on Nintendo. This is how you make a Xenoblade rhythm game. Anyways,
take Nintendo.
Notes.
That's right.
Cut Nintendo's
Google
penis
Notes
off.
That's right. Google Notes app. Take Nintendo.
Take a Nintendo to the penis explosion chamber and have his penis exploded immediately.
Comments. Take him to the penis explosion chamber. What?
So, yeah, Fortnite Festival is good. I like it. Lego Fortnite is good, and I think it's fine. That's why it's in B tier. Like these survival games, I can't really get into them very well unless it's modded Minecraft.
I know you said these survival games, but I heard B survival games, and I was like, oh, B the movie, the game?
Dude, I should rank that next year.
Okay, so real quick, my mom wanted a Super Mario Party Jamboree for Christmas, so I got that for her. And Epic Mickey, the remake for the Switch, I got both of those for her. But she wanted the Mario Party Jamboree game more, so I went out, and you remember that picture of the B movie, the game on the Wii that I sent you that one time?
Is that what you were out doing?
No, I did it yesterday. But I went and bought it because they still had it even months later. And I bought it and I tested to see if the Switch case would fit inside the B movie, the game case, and it does. So I'm gonna give that with the price tag on it, $2, to my mom and go, here you go. Now,
that's really good, dude.
With Super Mario Party Jamboree inside.
That's yo, you need to update me on that. That sounds really fucking funny.
I'm really hoping that everyone else in the house gets the joke except for my mom, because my mom isn't super big on like memes. And I'm really hoping her husband Roger takes them to me. He's like, damn, a collector's edition.
Let's go, dude. So
you were ranking. Sorry.
Yeah, Lego Fortnite. It's a good survival game, I'm sure. I just don't like survival games that much, other than like Terraria and like modded Minecraft.
I haven't really played Terraria that well though to really judge its worth as a true game.
Yeah, like we mostly just like had fun with each other, and that sounds weird, and it is exactly how it sounds. We did do a lot of butt stuff, but anyways, Lego Fortnite, it's fine. Maybe if I played it with Alex, I would think it's fun.
I don't play Fortnite. I won't play Fortnite. I'm sorry.
Understandable, but
I would happily play any other Lego game with you.
I feel like you'd enjoy Lego Fortnite.
Maybe, but I don't know. Probably not. I don't enjoy those.
Well, like, I really do encourage you to check out Lego Fortnite though, because this is the one Fortnite related thing, and it's not even really like that Fortnite. Really, it's just a survival game, and that's what you do. You play it like you play Terraria,
we
basically.
Need to play No Longer Human.
No Longer Human. What is that?
Yes. We'll worry about it later. Continue with your list.
Okay, so yeah, Lego Fortnite, it's a fun game. It's just not my kind of game. And so we finally go back to our other list, where still in the Fortnite tier we have The Incredibles 2. And you know what? I'm just gonna talk about The Incredibles 2 and The Incredibles 1 at the same time. Incredibles 1 is in sick tier.
Are we talking about the movies?
we're talking about the critically acclaimed video games, The Incredibles, that were released in theaters, on Disney Channel, and Disney Plus. So these
Yeah,
games were
the
really, yeah. So these games were like really good. Like it's a lot more adult than I thought it was going to be. Like throughout like throughout the first half of the movie, like their marriage is like on the brink. Like fucking they're having like big issues, and like Bob's going through a lawsuit where like he saved someone from suicide and like he didn't want it, and like it's like Pixar made this? Huh? What the fuck?
You can tell by Elastigirl's ass that Pixar made it.
Oh yeah, I bought the Elastigirl skin in Fortnite because she's just an absolute baddie.
Do you know why she's married to Bob? It's because he has super strength.
Yeah, he's the only one that can please her, dude.
And she's always loose.
Yeah. I think this is a joke that like a million other people have made, but
It's so uncomfortable when I said that. You were like, yeah.
no,
You were like,
I said it. No, I said it like that because, like, it's a joke that everyone else has made.
Oh, I don't care about the internet. I'm my own person. Fuck them. I came first.
True.
Actually, it's not true. The internet
No, it is true.
is over 20 years old.
It is true, and you can trust me because we're on the internet.
How did we get here?
So yeah,
Where?
The Incredibles was great. The Incredibles 2, I heard a lot of bad things about it, and I watched it, and it was just fine. Like it wasn't bad.
It was pretty good.
It wasn't bad. It was just
It wasn't quite Incredibles 1 though.
exactly. That's the problem. Is that it had the job of trying to follow up The Incredibles 1, which was amazing. It's kind of weird that people were like expecting it to hit the highs of The Incredibles 1, because how can you? Like,
because we waited for like 10 fucking years.
I guess so, but like still, like it's maybe I just had to be there to like really understand it. It's
As
a fine
fan, where's the fan user?
It's a fine game. And that's it.
Don't you ignore my obvious Joe joke. Answer me.
I will ignore your Joe joke as I move into the good tier. These are the games that I thought were really good. Alright, so starting off the good tier, we have Big Hero 6. And this is another game that I heard a lot of bad things about. And really...
I'm just looking at everything. You did a fucking Toy Story speedrun, didn't you? Just for this. You fucking dick.
No, I actually just played all the Toy Story games because I felt like playing the Toy Story games. I just like the Toy Story games. You can't fault me for that. They're just all great games.
I'm going to buy Ratatouille for the Wii, and I'm going to mail it to you and have you rate that.
All right, do it, pussy.
What do you mean, pussy? You know damn well I'll fucking do it.
I'll do it, pussy.
You know damn well I will.
So Big Hero 6, I heard a lot of bad things about this game. It's not that bad. I thought it was pretty alright.
Teacher, I have a question.
What is your question?
Can this one be played on the 3DS?
Probably. There's Shrek 2 on the 3DS.
25.
I have Shrek 2 on my 3DS, so I mean, you probably.
What? What?
I'll explain that later. But anyways, Big Hero 6.
Why am I not surprised? Don't we have like cars on the fucking DS or the Game Boy?
I should have ranked that, but I didn't play it this year, so.
You're never going to play it. It is just there for shits and giggles.
It is.
You have it in like a trophy case.
Basically.
Anywho, Big Hero 6.
Yeah, it's a fine movie. It's a fine game. Fuck. There's not really like. Here's the thing about Big Hero 6, I think, is that people are way too caught up on the main villain, Callahan. For good reason, I think. Like, Callahan's motivations is like, it could have really worked, but it just really doesn't. Like,
He's based as shit, dog.
if he just, like, I think if he showed more remorse for, Hero's brother, I forgot his name. If he showed more remorse for him, that would have...
You're on it?
Something like that.
I can't remember his name.
If he just didn't have that one line, that one infamous line, this...
Of what?
where he said that was his mistake, it would have been fine if he just showed more remorse for his brother. But because he doesn't, he just comes off like an evil dickhead. Not at all.
I mean, he kind of was an evil dickhead.
Yeah, but like that's not what they were going for. They were going for
He was just
someone you could understand because his daughter got fucking taken.
They went for like someone you could relate to, but instead they got haha fuck the government.
Yeah, very much. And it's like, it's just
Which
like,
is also funny.
it made him just completely flop as a villain, if you ask me. But that's the one problem I have with this movie, this game, and everything else is fine. Like, I don't really remember any of the other characters. Baymax is great.
This is gonna hit home for someone. We're gonna hit home for someone. I think the Big Hero 6 villain is just as bad as Griffin.
Fuck off.
You don't get that joke fully, do you?
You said Gura, right?
No, erase it.
Oh,
From
you're kind of cutting out. I don't know.
Because there was cars going by. But he's as bad as Griffith from Berserk. That's a joke.
I see.
But those who understand what I'm talking about will just be like, "You're a fucking idiot." I'm like, "That's okay. I already knew that."
Damn.
Damn. How did we get here? How did we get so low? Damn.
So yeah, Big Hero 6. It's a good game in my opinion.
The nanobots were cool.
They are cool, and On-Cast is hot. I think everyone can agree on that.
There's porn.
Yep, there's a lot of it.
There's a specific one called, I think it's On-Cast's Hospitality, if anyone is interested.
Yep, I've seen it before. It's great. It was also a meme.
I haven't actually.
You haven't?
Actually.
Aw, you
Isn't
should.
her ass like fucking huge?
You should look it up. It's great.
Maybe. You know, I think I will.
Yeah, you should do it. So good game. On to the pit. Into the pit.
Baby.
This is a good game. I have no real issues with this game other than my tiny brain.
It looked awesome from what I've seen few amounts of people playing it.
Oh,
I haven't seen a full playthrough yet.
It is beautiful. It is a beautiful
awesome.
game. The pixel art is like so fucking good. Like they did not have to go so hard on the pixel art for this game.
I think this is what Security Breach could have been.
I mean, kind of.
But like, you get what I mean. Like, if Security Breach could have been better.
Security Breach. Yeah, we're just dunking on Security Breach right now. Yeah, Security Breach was it's.
I mean, Bill. What's his name? Gregory.
Gregory is a weird fucking character.
Gregory. Oh, how are you? You must die. Gregory. You must die. Haven't seen you since college, Gregory. You must die.
In the pit, I did a whole playthrough of this, actually. I streamed this game, and it was great. I like this game a lot. I did beat it. I didn't get the good ending, but I did get 2 endings.
There's multiple endings? Oh shit, I was just making a joke because normally Snap games go that way. That's cool.
Yeah, no, there are multiple endings, and I didn't get all of them.
How, bro?
I got 2 endings. I got the one where you just fucking leave the pizza place.
You can do that in the beginning, can't you? You just turn around and leave.
Yeah, like there are several points throughout the game. If you go into the pit and you're in the other world and you just leave the place, that you can just get an ending like that,
And
where
you're
you're just
just
like,
stuck in time.
yeah, pretty much. You're just like, yeah, I'm cool
What
here.
happened? What happens?
Um, the game just ends. It's just like, well, yeah, that's a logical thing to do. Just don't bother. You're fine.
Well, like
Just do what you
it
want.
doesn't give you any context to how he lives. He just goes off and lives,
Yep.
becoming a paradox where he somehow becomes his own great grandfather.
Yeah.
If he's his own great grandfather, would that technically make him an incel?
I think you mean incest, but
No. Would that make him an incel? It's like an inbred person. Same thing, but
is that
incel. Yeah, it's like an inbred person, an incel.
what that word
Fucking
meant
idiot.
before the internet got its grubby little hands on it?
What, incel? Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Google.
Huh.
Incel. A member of an online oh, never mind.
Oh, well, yeah, you're just stupid. Fuck you,
Apparently
Alex.
I'm an incel.
Into the pit with you.
That's okay.
Into the pit.
How do you think the
I
button
must
must be?
admit. I come. Anyways, into the pit was good. It was
Yeah.
like,
Did you like my sticky balls joke?
yeah, goo.
Great. Now bring the milk back, please.
No. All right, so moving on to Toy Story, and I guess I'll just talk about all the Toy Story games right now because Toy Story 1 is, in my opinion, actually the weakest of these movies. These games. Fuck.
What do you not like about Toy Story 1? Is it the creepy pervert collector who, oddly, a lot of people can relate to?
No, actually, I have no problems with Toy Story 1, I don't think. It's just a good game. It's just by comparison, I don't think it's as good as the other games.
Yeah, it's a good weak link.
Yeah. It's just
A cane is only as strong as its weakest penis.
yeah.
I didn't know chains had penises, but here we are.
And Toy Story 4, I think, is probably the second weakest. It's actually kind of cool how like these games like ended up in the order that I would rank them. In my opinion, the ranking for like how good these games are is 3, 2, 4, 1.
How do you know my security code to my credit card?
Because I'm robbing you as we speak.
The joke's on you. I don't have a credit card, dumbass.
Damn. Toy Story 4, I know that there are a lot of people who have issues with this movie, with this game. I think it's good.
Isn't this the one with the bear?
No, the one with the bear is 3, which is the best one.
Where Buzz gets mind control.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the Toy Story porn plot. My bad.
Yo, send that to me.
I would if it existed.
Damn. Yeah, I know a lot of people.
What are we fighting for?
I know a lot of people have issues with Toy Story 4. I personally don't see them. I think
I don't know what Toy Story 4 is about. Now that I think about it. I don't think I've ever seen it.
it's the movie where you know how yeah, the game. Fuck. It's the game where
You dug this grave? I'm gonna fucking make you fucking lie in it, bitch.
all right, good, thank you.
What's that about?
So you know how at the end of Toy Story 3, Andy gives all of his toys to, who was it, Bonnie, right?
I don't know.
the little girl who has toys too.
That's the final cutscene of Act 3.
Yeah, it's like that was a great ending, and like everyone says that, I know, but like really, it made me fucking tear up, and it was amazing.
What was the name of the bear again?
Lots
Was
of
that like fucking... Oh.
what do you think it was?
Did you not? I said, what was that fucking bear's name again? Wasn't it like Lenny? And then you fucking said his name right over me, and I was like, well, fine.
didn't even notice.
What was his name again?
Lotso. Why did it happen again?
What happened? Look.
I said it. I said it again. And anyways, Toy Story 4 is good. I don't see the problems everyone else has. I think it's a good end to like Woody's story of like, you know, throughout the other movies
Why
he
is
like
Woody openly bi?
because he
why-
is.
Why is Jesse gay?
Jesse's a baddie. Let's just be real.
Aren't Jesse and Buzz like?
Sorta. And some of they like tease, I think, a lot. You're also cutting out a little bit again, so I'll let you finish doing that while I talk about Toy Story 4 a little bit more.
You toys fuck.
Probably. Toy Story 4 is a
Did
good
Mary
game.
and Woody have intercourse?
Toy Story 4 is...
Is that how the sheep got
I
there?
don't have the problems everyone else has. I know that people say that it ruins
What about
the
the
series
army
and
then?
that Woody
fuck them?
shouldn't be like, you know, he shouldn't leave his kid because like he's loyal and all that. But like, I think it's a good
I knew
end
they
to his
could
story
have
because like
intercourse. You just said he had a kid.
because you know throughout the other movies he's like sort of seeing everything else that there could be for a toy, like being on a display for kids and other people to like sort of marvel at, being as part of a daycare to like help like a lot of kids. But instead he stays behind at an amusement park and helps toys find their own families, which I think is great. I think that's a good place to take his character personally, and I don't have a problem with it. I think it's sweet, and I think it's a good place to end the series. Even though they're
Is that the same
making...
ending as Mass Effect 3?
Is it?
No, not at all.
Okay. Well, you had me for a second because I've never played Mass Effect. But anyways, Toy Story 4. I like it. It's great.
Real quick, before you go to 2 and 3, can we talk about how Sid is actually just the most diabolical villain? He's like, what, fucking 13, 12? And he's just a fucking animal. He's awful.
Yeah, that's like a psychopath in the making, honestly.
No, not in the making. Already pre-packaged. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can't deny
Like,
that.
bro. And he's so gonna go to a mental asylum and he's gonna be like, the toys, the toys.
He is,
And they're
dude.
gonna be like, what's wrong with him? And he's gonna look at them, start snarling, and go, the toys. And they're gonna be like, all right, chase his ass. Bring in the Barbie doll. Instead, no.
Toy Story 2 and 3, I actually don't have a lot to say about these games that haven't already been said before. They are masterpieces.
Actually, you can. You can. The Jingles the monkey in the third movie is fucking horrifying.
Everyone else has already said that.
That thing is nightmare fuel.
He is.
And I would so have sex with it.
Me too.
I'm gonna make those thimbles collapse.
Absolutely.
How much extra do you think I can stuff it?
I'm just gonna stop you right there and move on to Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. I'm just gonna talk about these games together because, in my opinion, these games are kind of equal, honestly. There is a lot of discourse online about which game is better, and like 2's level design is trash, and Sonic Adventure 1 looks like shit. And I see everyone's points, but I still have fun with these games. And really, I don't think one is better than the other. They both have their pros and cons, but I think it's
see your
fine.
points, but actually, I'm one.
Yeah, exactly. I just think they're fun. I just like them.
Bro, my Aztec death whistle came in.
Yo,
Do you know what those are?
no.
It's a whistle you blow into, and it sounds like 1,000 human souls screaming for hell.
That Discord will probably cut you off if you try to do it.
Probably, but I'm not home yet, and I would never do it in my neighborhood. Maybe far
Understandable.
away from my neighborhood, in like a business parking lot. What the fuck was that? Your mom.
Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 are great games. I mean, Sonic Adventure 1 obviously has the problems of all the other playable characters that aren't really great. A lot of people say Biggs Fishing shouldn't exist, and that's true, and Amy is slow and boring, and that's true also.
I loved watching Aaron and Dan play Biggs Fishing. Come on, fishing! Come on, bro! You get on the fucking hook!
A lot of people think that Biggs Fishing is some, like, impossible feat because Aaron is terrible at video games. It's not that
But
bad.
that wasn't really his fault, though. Like, it did look like it just wasn't doing it.
No. Here's the thing. One, Aaron is terrible at video games. Let's just not beat around
I
the
knew
bush.
that.
He's fucking horrible at games. Two, the
Yeah,
game
he
does not
even
explain
claims
this
that.
mechanic well. The game does not explain how to play the game, really. And you know what? Even if
That
it did,
Sounds like sounds like a point against the game, my guy.
it is. And that's why it's only in good. Anyways,
Okay, I'll believe you.
so like, even if the game did explain this mechanic perfectly, Aaron wouldn't have fucking read that. He doesn't
right,
read. He doesn't know how to read.
Come on, have you seen their Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess playthrough?
I have not. It's probably funny.
Parts of it, like Wolf Job. Come on, throw a Wolf Job! Yeah!
I remember this actually. I saw that clip.
Put a
Editing
hat
me,
on
throw
the
up Wolf
hat
Job
on
right
the-
now, do it. Hell yeah, look at that. Oh man, that's hot.
Put a hat on that.
Put a hat
put
on
a
that,
hat
yeah.
Put a hat on that hat. Put an even smaller hat on that first hat. Put another Wolf Job.
Yeah, just put on 3 Wolf Jobs, please.
Barry, Wolf Job. Come on.
Yeah. So yeah, these games are great.
Barry cried on them.
Sonic Adventure 2, I don't really
Mhm.
have anything else to add to, really. I think that
Good character
of
design?
great character design, Rouge is a smash, Shadow is cool as fuck. You know, obviously the treasure hunting levels they really took a step down, and Tails and Eggman's levels aren't great. But I think that the main speed characters, Sonic and Shadow, I think they control really well in this game. I like their moveset, or at least I like. It's mostly just the bounce. I really like the bounce bracelet. I think it's fun as fuck, even if it's not used well in the levels.
The bounce bracelet.
What's up?
What the fuck is a bounce bracelet?
It's a thing you get for Sonic where you get to bounce. You get to bounce around.
Sounds like the introduction to a porn. This is my
So
bounce
true.
bracelet. It allows me to bounce on your dick faster or some shit.
Yo, throw up a Wolf Job. Make him bounce.
You're the one who edits this. You're the only one who can.
Yep. So yeah, these two games are great. I like them. Moving
Okay.
on to Ultimate Custom Night, which is an interesting opinion of mine because I used to be UCN's biggest hater, actually.
I know, I was gonna say, I thought you were a hater. Or
Yeah.
what a hater at this point.
So here's the thing about UCN. I didn't get why UCN was the way it was. So this game is probably of the main 7 Five Nights at Freddy's games, probably the lowest in quality. Like
But the highest in replayability.
yes, that's exactly it. It's about getting a high score. It's about improving at the game. And even if it does have the paragraphs of text you have to memorize, I've been familiar with this game. I've watched other people play it a lot. And so I sort of know the strats. I know how
When
this
I
game
explained
works.
Maharaga, so from JJK. Have I explained Maharaga's ability to you?
No. Anyways, UCN is.
No. This actually relates to this a little bit.
All right.
So Maharaga has the ability to, when the wheel on its head turns, it adapts to whatever it's fighting or going against, and it won't do anything to it really anymore. It'll like adapt what it needs to get over it. So what you're doing when you're playing Ultimate Custom Night, eventually you just adapt to overcome everything. You are Maharaga, the divine Silicone General, or Silicone General.
So true, bestie.
The divine Silicone General. Jesus
The
Christ.
divine silicone dildo.
The Silicone Dildo General. Fire!
So yeah, UCN I think is really fun actually. Once it finally clicked with me this year, and I sort of started to try to go through all the challenges and beat them. I didn't beat them all. I sort of like lost interest at some point. But I did have a lot of fun with this game, surprisingly, and I'm glad because this is a game that I wanted to see the fun in for a long time, and I finally got
Play
it.
the game, or did the game play you?
A little bit of both.
I get fucking wrecked, idiot. Right. What's that?
So yeah, this game's fun, even if it's of lower quality than the other games. It's not lower quality in terms of fun, which I think is more important.
That's like saying vaginal is worse than anal. Both have their ups and downs.
So true, bestie. I like this game more than FNAF 2. Anyways,
Please keep going before I talk again.
on to Sonic 3. I played the fan-enhanced Sonic 3 Air, and I had fun with it. There's not really a lot else I can say about this game. If you want in-depth like reviews of all these Sonic games, I want to specifically shout out Pariah659. He makes really good Sonic discussion videos, and they're very comfy background noise, and you should all go and subscribe to him, and he's really cool.
If you want to watch people have fucking strokes while playing these Sonic games, go watch the Game Grumps.
Yeah, if you want to watch someone with wrong opinions play these games, go watch the Game Grumps.
No, Aaron actively says that he hates these games because he loves them.
No.
He's
He
like,
loves
are
these
shit.
games because he hates them.
Oh. That's fair.
And
But, like,
that
actually,
is
some of the Sonic games are shit, though.
yeah, a lot
like,
of them are
actually.
actually just shit. Sonic and the Secret Rings, Sonic 06, Sonic Boom. Those games are fucking terrible, and there's no defending them.
Don't get me started on fucking Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric.
Yeah,
Jesus
and we're
Christ.
not going to start on that. We're just gonna say that
You
Michael
should play that
Jackson
next.
should make more music for Sonic, I think. Even though he's dead.
Michael Jackson's fucking deceased.
Yeah, but he should still make some more Sonic games, honestly.
Bro, Vice Zadusco. They need Toby Fox in Sonic games.
You know what? I would be so down for that.
Sega needs to pull a fucking Nintendo and get their shit together.
And they have. I will talk about that later, but they have gotten their shit together, I think, and I hope that they keep getting their shit together. But yeah, Sonic 3 is great. I don't have a lot to say about it because, you know, Pariah already kind of fucking made the perfect videos about these games. But Sonic
and
3
Knuckles
is...
3.
Yeah, Sonic and Knuckles 3. Moving on to Project Afternight, which is a...
It's like after sex.
Yeah, this is a Roblox Friday Night Funkin' game. And
Fuck,
I
have no
think...
opinion. I will stay quiet.
And I think that this is probably the best Friday Night Funkin' Roblox game. It doesn't have my favorite mods, of course, because my favorite mods are all very controversial. Doesn't have Athos, doesn't have the brighter side, doesn't have Tails Gets Trolled. But that's fine. I think that it's still a very high quality game. It has a lot of great animations. It has some great choices despite the fact that it doesn't have my favorite mods. It has Mario's Madness. It has a Miku mod, which is always good. So that makes it
Does it have
automatically.
Roblox Mario in the music box?
It does not.
Ugh.
Which means that it's actually shit tier.
Mega shit here.
Yeah, actually, put it
We're-
off
we're
the tier
talking-
list.
We're talking explosive diarrhea shit. Like,
Editing me, replace Project After Night with Wolf Job right now.
post recording me, throw in Wolf Jaw.
Yeah.
Do you think
yeah.
Barry from Game has a final save on the point Dan or stream?
Hopefully. I don't even think he edits for I was about to say for Fortnite, for Game Grumps anymore, does he?
I don't know. I haven't watched their recent videos. I've been like watching like recap videos for like.
Yep, that's the best way to watch Game Grumps, to be honest, is just the compilations.
Is out of context because Dan and Aaron are geniuses, but they have their moments when they're not.
Yep. So Project After Night, great game. You know, it's more of the same with like Funky Friday and Friday Night Bloxin. But really, it just does what those games do, but even better. So it's just, it's just a good game.
It does what? It does Friday Night Funkin', but better than Friday Night Funkin'.
No, Friday Night Funkin' is in sick tier. But anyways.
I know, but you said Friday Night Funkin', but better.
No, I said Funky Friday and Friday Night Bloxin.
Oh, sorry.
Which are both Friday Night
My bad.
Funkin'
I'm dead.
Roblox clones.
I'm fucking deep.
Yeah,
Deep nuts?
these nuts.
Please continue. Ignore me.
Anyways, moving on to Buckshot Roulette. I don't know if you know this game.
Ooh. Yes.
Yeah, Buckshot fucking rules, dude.
I've seen so many fucking video clips of hold on, and people just getting cut off by getting shot. It's so funny. Their
It's
multiplayer mode looks hilarious.
I want to play this multiplayer mode with we should play this honestly. We should play the multiplayer. Yeah, Buckshot
If
goes
my
hard as
computer
fuck. It's a
fucking
game where
handle it.
it's as the title suggests, it is Russian roulette with a shotgun. And, you load the gun with random bullets, and if you shoot yourself with a blank, you get to keep going. And if you shoot yourself, you lose a life. And, it is what it is. You know this game, it's awesome. It's fucking amazing. This game is great.
One of my
It should have gone in
one of my
red
favorite-
tier.
one of my favorite clips I've seen is someone going and they shoot him and he dies. And then everyone starts going, I don't like the look of Tucker. And then it gets to Tucker's turn and he goes, I don't like my face. And he shoots himself.
What the fuck? You need to show this to me.
It looks like such a just fun game.
Yeah, we need to play it, dude.
And it's not even that fancy or complex.
It's really not. It's just a fun little game. But it does have its depth where you're really thinking about your items and the dealer's items and your opponent's items, and you're thinking, what do I do here? And then you just get fucked. Do I shoot myself?
Because at the end of the day, it's still mostly a game of luck.
It is, but there's a little bit of skill involved. Just a little bit. Not too much.
The skill of how much I can take.
And that's why
Sorry.
I think that's probably why I only put it in good instead of rad, because it does have
It's
it is
nothing.
mostly luck.
It's a gacha game. The prize is your life.
Yeah, true. But it's a fun luck-based game, and that really accounts for something.
Living and breathing. The ultimate gacha game, Buckshot Roulette.
Hell yeah.
The real life gacha game is just Russian roulette.
Exactly. That's you're right.
Oh god, what do you win? Your death?
What do you see
Alright,
yourself doing
let's
in what do you see yourself doing in 5 years? Don't say his wife, don't say his wife, don't say his wife. Your son? So moving on to
He's been-
Sonic 2. It's good. I think I made the mistake of going for the Chaos Emeralds because,
I
you know,
thought you were gonna say, I think I made the mistake of playing the game.
no, I made the mistake of going for the Chaos Emeralds because I think that made this a little bit of a frustrating experience because I'm not good at games.
Do you not have to go for the
You don't have to, no.
Emeralds?
Like, you only get Supersonic, and, like, Supersonic is fun, it's cool, but also it kind of negates the level design, which, like, you know, that made it a less enjoyable experience. I probably would have put this in FORTNITE tier, but, like, if I rank this right now, I probably should have bumped this down to FORTNITE tier, because I went for Supersonic, and, like, you know, I would like to play these levels when they're good.
Have you played Super Mario Sunshine?
Very briefly.
Have you watched anyone fully play it?
I've watched the verses of it multiple times.
So FLUDD can be used in the levels and like can completely negate the challenge of the levels if you're good enough. Which I think was just kind of a dumb decision, but also it actually makes the game look a lot more fun.
So
You know,
here's
where
the
it's like, there's
thing.
this path in front of you, and you can just skyrocket with FLUDD. And you're like, no.
Here's
I
the thing-
Make my own path.
Here's the thing with FLUDD, though. It can completely negate the level design, but it's only if you're smart enough with your usage of FLUDD, right? That's sort of what I imagine. But with Supersonic,
That
you
is true.
it just gives you
break the level.
the ability to break the level, yeah. It
Is
just
there
like
a timer on
says,
Supersonic?
well, yes, you have to
Or
get
you still-
50 rings, you have to get the Chaos Emeralds, you need to keep your rings above 0. But still, like, it's not really enough. I think I probably will change my tune on my next playthrough. But as it stands, I think that this is just alright. You know?
They should bring back Big's Fishing.
They should. They should have brought it back from this game that came before Big's Fishing.
That's the best part. Oh, they should have brought Big's Fishing back in Sonic Generations.
They should have. They brought it back in Sonic Frontiers, and it was actually fun. It
Are
was
you
just
saying it wasn't fun before? Huh?
ah shit, you're right. Fuck. I'm gonna die
Right.
now.
Get caught lacking. I definitely have not been caught lacking multiple times this recording. We're gonna completely ignore the insult remark.
Alright, so moving on to FNAF 3 Plus, which is a fan remake of FNAF 3, which fixes the game. This game is great. I like it a lot.
What was wrong with the base game?
Everything.
Remember, I haven't played it or watched it in a few years, so it's quite a few years.
So here's the problem with FNAF 3, is that FNAF 3, like, you can just sort of bullshit your way through without even understanding how the game works. And it's not really very fun, honestly. Like, I think I like it more than most. But to be honest, it's just like it's a weird little game. Like, the phantoms, like, are never really explained, like, how to deal with them. Even though most of the time it's just, don't look at them. Just don't pay attention to them and you'll be fine. But the game never says that, so a lot of players were just like, how the fuck do these things work? This game is bullshit. Basically,
so
it's
the
just...
Phantoms are just kids with attention disorders,
Yeah.
and to get rid of them, you just do the one thing they don't want you to do.
Yep,
This game is about social manipulation, and you should feel bad.
it is. Springtrap is just like, you know, he works the same. He's relatively slow and easy to counter. You just have to use an audio lure to keep him away from you. And the phantoms just cause problems. They can render some tools useless. But I think it just comes together way better. Let me just, like, explain. First of all, they can show up multiple times a night if you don't get jump scared in normal FNAF 3. But even if you do get jump scared in FNAF 3 Plus, you still have the chance of encountering them, which makes them way more of a threat. They even changed some of the characters' designs, like the puppets in base FNAF 3. Basically, just don't look at his camera and you're fine. In FNAF 3 Plus, he's in your office. And if you don't look at the cameras or use your thing, whatever, you get jump scared by it, and it fucks with your equipment. Which is, basically, it works like Freddy does in base FNAF 3. And Freddy in this game works a little bit different in the fact that when he runs across the hallway in front of you, you have to close the blinds to ignore him. You have to close him out and just let him cross your screen. But yeah, I think this game fixes FNAF 3. Also, apparently, like, this is a game that, like, a lot of its downloads are infected with viruses, which is, like, weird. I scanned my download, and I guess I got a good download because I have no viruses. So I'm fine, I guess. So just, like, be careful if you're... What's up?
What I'm hearing is this game is a real game of Russian roulette.
It is. This game is buckshot roulette, dude.
FNAF roulette.
FNAF roulette. Yeah, so just, like, be careful if you plan on playing this game. Scan your files. Be safe. Don't be like me and do your research. Even though I turned out fine, I didn't scan mine before I opened up the game, so, like, that could have ended really badly. So, anyways, this game's good. Now, moving on to the rad tier. Starting off with Sonic Heroes, which this is a spicy take again, because I think this game is better than Adventure 1 and 2. I just like its gameplay a lot more. It takes the speed gameplay and makes it the only gameplay, and it gives you multiple playable characters, and, you know, the level up system is cool. I like the level design, even if it goes on for a little bit too long. Bullet Station fucking sucks.
Wrong.
Cock.
What's your superpower? Rock.
So, yeah, Sonic Heroes. Again, just go watch Pariah's video. He reviews this game better than I ever could. And now moving on to Sonic CD, which is probably very weird to see here. Because this is a game that a lot of people... Yeah, Circle Dicks.
I said Circuit Dicks.
Circuit Dicks.
But Circuit Dicks is funnier.
Circle Dicks, Circuit Dicks, whatever.
Sonic. Circle Dicks. Sonic.
Hell yeah.
Circus Dicks. Sonic. Circle.
Sonic, you must die.
Sonic. Circle must die.
So, I enjoyed this game way more than most other people. And that's because I didn't play this like a Sonic game. I played it like it was designed to be played, which is more so you just wander around the levels and you just take in the levels and you explore and you find things.
So,
This is just a vibe of a game. I'm sorry. I like this game basically just because it's a fucking vibe. I like the zone
what
designs.
I hear, instead of a platformer, it's an RPG.
Yes.
Every Sonic fan.
Fucking
Sonic, the roguelike.
what the fuck? I don't know what it is. Just like the music is so fucking good. I like how the stages look. I like the time travel. Even if it's a little bit frustrating to time travel in this game, I think it's still fun. It has its problems. It has a lot of problems. And like gameplay wise, if it didn't have the amazing music and like stage designs, I wouldn't like this game very much. But it's because like this game just makes me feel great whenever I play it. It's just fun to get lost in these worlds, and it's just I don't know, man. I'm biased towards good music and pretty colors. All right, I'm autistic.
My thought process when Sonic RPG to roguelike to rodent-like to rat-like, and I just had the thought process of really wanting to make a Soulsborne game. where your main characters are who, instead of like big mythical bosses, the big powerful bosses are like cats, birds, dogs, and other shit, and you have to like they look slightly more grotesque because you're a rat and the world is dangerous, and you
So
need to go through your like rat girlfriend or some shit.
so this isn't about a rat, but there is a game you need to check out that's called Another Crab's Treasure, which is a
I have
Souls-like.
seen it, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I have
Okay.
seen
Yeah.
it.
So you know.
Yeah, my brain was just like, rat Dark Souls for some reason.
Yo, someone needs to make that.
But what was the next Sonic game?
Yeah, the next Sonic game is Yume Nikki.
Rodent Girls.
Yeah, this game, honestly, I like it for the same reason I like Sonic CD, just cool worlds that are like surreal and just fun to explore, even if I'm not really
What is
doing
this
a
game
lot.
about?
So this game is about you're a young woman who is a shut-in who doesn't want to go outside. So you sleep all day, and in your dreams, you go into these weird fucking, like, LSD trips, basically. And it's just cool to explore and see all the weird shit that happens. And it's definitely not everyone's cup of tea, but I think it's just cool and weird. And that's,
Is it a
I
puzzle
think,
game?
what's up?
Is it a puzzle game?
It's more of just like a wandering game. Sort of similar to Sonic CD if it was like objectively good. But
Is it a game you just walk around and shit happens?
yeah, basically, you just walk around, things happen, and you're in for the ride. And I think it's really fun. Even though, like, really, I'm not doing a lot in this game. There are some puzzles to it, like you get these like power-ups, which are just like, you know, you just change your appearance a little bit, you gain an
Just like
ability.
Omori.
Ah, yes, Omori. This game actually inspired Omori.
Oh shit! That was a joke, but nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
it inspired the black space in that game, which is like you really can see it when you like compare those two. But
By the way, who do you recommend I watch play Omori?
oh, you're interested in Omori? I don't know. I didn't watch any playthroughs. I just played it myself.
Oh, I probably won't play it myself. My friend, like my real, like my in-person friend group, who we normally play D&D with, are like starting to get into it, and I'm like, alright, well, this is my chance.
This game will fucking destroy you, actually. Like, this is, I think that, like, I have not cried at a fucking video game since, like, I was a child. And Omori just fucked me up. Fucked me up so hard.
Jokes on them, I don't have anything left to give.
Welp. Well, we'll see how poorly this ages next year when I make you rank the games you play.
As of right now, I've played like 3 games all year, and they're the same 3 games I've always played.
Well,
Fucking Fallout 4, a little bit of Skyrim, and Stardew.
awesome.
No, I played Pokemon. I played Scarlet a lot. In the first half of the year.
Yeah, it's Pokemon Gen 9 is pretty fun.
It's really great. It looks like
You are cutting out, so I'm just going to say Yume Nikki is a great game if you're into just wandering around and letting things happen. If not, then sorry.
You made me the key.
Yeah. Next up, I this is kind of weird because like I technically didn't play these games. I watched playthroughs of Danganronpa 1 and 2 again. But I just decided to rank them anyways because, you know, they're visual novels. You're not really like not much changes if you're just watching a playthrough versus playing them because it's basically all in the story. Let's be honest. It's all in the character interactions. It's all in the story. It's all in what happens in the game versus the actual gameplay.
But you
And
also just love banging at grandpa.
I do love these games, like, a lot. I think I like 2 a little bit more than 1. I think I like 3 a little bit more than 2. And I think Ultra Despair Girls definitely exists. That's definitely a game that came out.
By the way, you gushing to me about Danganronpa actually came in handy during D&D. We do this thing where our DM plays music, and if you can guess the song or where it's from correctly, you get like inspiration. So you get to spend it to reroll the dice.
That's
I
fun.
got my first ever point of inspiration from guessing a Danganronpa song.
Nice, dude. Which song was it?
I don't remember. We were given a few hints because no one could guess it, and my friend Noah was like, "It's like a noir game, except it's." And I was like, "It's all right," and Noah was like, "This was like, it's a trick,"
Damn.
and I was like, "You win! I am the winner!"
Congration.
Conflagration. You know, the process of catching fire.
So yeah, Danganronpa 1 and 2, they are great games, and I don't actually have a lot to say
should
about
play
them,
them.
but like, they're
You
just
should play
great. What's up?
You should play them.
I should.
Play them.
Yeah,
Play with them.
everyone should play Danganronpa right now and drink water. Do both at
I
the
should
same
play
time,
with
actually.
them.
Every time someone says hope or despair in Danganronpa, take a drink of water. You'll
You're not
die of...
supposed to drink too much water. You'll die of water poisoning.
Yeah, you will, but like, you know, it's funny.
But no, no.
So anyways, yeah, Danganronpa 1 and 2, they're great games. I love them. I don't really have a lot to
Okay.
say about them, but just know they are good.
I'll take your word at your word.
I love Chiaki and Chihiro and Junko, and I really like,
You love shit talking? Me too, bro.
yeah, and
Good
I love getting my feelings destroyed when characters I love die.
But they're all evil. Every single one of them is technically evil on the game show.
True.
Right? They were put in there because they are evil, right?
No.
No, they're just randomly picked and memory wiped and thrown in.
Yeah, basically.
Shit, it's also Danganronpa is just the worst gacha game.
Danganronpa is the worst gacha game. Danganronpa... Danganronpa is... Wolf Job. Anyway, Sonic X Shadow Generation.
Reporting throwing wolf jobs.
Sonic Shadow Generations is a great port of Sonic Generations, and also just a great new game starring Shadow.
With Big the Cat fishing.
They should have had Big the Cat fishing. That would have made this game so much better, actually.
Now starting Big's fishing. Featuring Big the Cat.
Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
Who is Big's best friend.
I have had so much fun, just like... First of all, this is the only game that I have finished in a single sitting.
How long were you playing?
It was only like 4 hours long, but still, not many games
they're
can
like-
get me to like finish it in a singular sitting. I can't think of
Yeah,
any other
especially
game
for Persona.
that's gotten me to do that. I made a whole
Fortnite.
it was a
If
whole
Fortnite
stream.
had an ending, you would have reached it long by now.
No, because I'm terrible at Fortnite.
Okay, fair. But so is there like post game or is it just a 4-hour game and that's it?
It's a 4-hour game, and there are some like little extra things. I play a lot of it on my own time because I've been doing like time attack in Sonic games, and it's been really fun because that's, you know, how these games are designed to play.
There's
Well,
like
so-
other game modes, right?
No, it's more so just like you play the levels again and you try to shave down your time, and it's fun.
Oh, okay.
So it's, you know, it's I personally really like it. There are problems with it. I know, like, again, it's just another like more rehashing of old levels and stuff like that, but I don't really mind it because the levels are good. But you know what I do
I
mind?
thought you were just gonna straight up tell me it was like a 4-hour game, and that was it. I was like, that doesn't sound very funny.
No,
That sounds like a waste of $60.
you know what is a waste of $60 though?
What?
The fact that Shadow doesn't have a gun in this game, and he doesn't say damn. So this game is in shit tier.
Generations is more like a kid's for
So this game is in
This
shit
game?
tier.
this game. Child friendly shit here.
Exactly.
You child friendly shit here.
Can we talk about the fact that they gave Shadow his gun back in the Sonic 3 movie?
I mean, no.
Okay. Well, moving on.
You can if you want.
I love this game. This game's great, and I will probably stream it again at some point, honestly, because it's just a lot of fun. I enjoy playing it. So moving on to SHlT tier. We've already talked about The Incredibles, so we'll move on to Sonic 06.
Again?
So here's the thing about Sonic 06. This game has a fan remake called Project 06, which makes the game fucking incredible. See, the thing about Sonic 06 is that it had good music, good level design, but the game sucked to play. The game felt like shit. This game makes the characters play very well. So it takes what was a shit game and turn it into a fucking great game, which I think is...
The only flaw with Sonic 06 was that it was Sonic 06.
Yep, basically. You know, obviously the story has a lot of issues, but like, really, my main thing was that the game sucked to play. Whereas in Project 06, they just took the base of what 06 was trying to be, and they just took their time with it, and they made it into something that is worth playing.
Nintendo could take a few fucking hints from these people. Take your time.
No, Sega could take some notes from this.
Bethesda too.
Bethesda too, but also Nintendo. Now that I think about it, yeah, you're referring to Pokemon, aren't you?
I'm referring to a lot of Nintendo games.
No, I think most Nintendo games are actually fine in this regard because, like, they come
actually.
out as finished games.
Now that I think about it, when you look at like Mario, Legend of Zelda, and then Pokemon, they're probably their three biggest hitters. Mario's games, including like spin-offs like Luigi's Mansion, stuff like that, and then you look at the like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, they're fantastic games. Luigi's Mansion remake, Luigi's Mansion 3, Mario RPG, the Mario and Luigi Brothership, they're all amazing.
Because
Like,
they
they
took
look
their
fantastic.
times, they gave them the proper budget.
And then you pop over to Pokemon, the literally highest grossing franchise in the world under Nintendo.
Terrible games.
They're good. But there's so many things about the games that are great. It's wonderful. Like, I love the open worldness of the Paldea region. It's amazing traveling around, and it's super fun trying to fill out the Pokedex. But, like, the graphical issues, the bugs, are the only bad things about the game.
Yeah,
In
the
my
games
opinion.
themselves are, like, great. It's just that they didn't take their time because they
The
had...
story of Gen 9, I love all of it. It's great, in my opinion.
I really like the story
No.
too, yeah. The characters are great.
I would
Just like everything about the game except for the quality of the game. Because they have deadlines to meet. They have merch that they need to release. They have the anime that they need to release. And it all just comes together to make the games suffer so much.
don't do that something. Why?
So yeah, Project 06 is great.
Project 06.
Yeah, Project 06 is great. It redeems Silver as a playable character, which is amazing. It makes these are like the best the characters have ever played in 3D. which Pariah has also said, and you should just go watch Pariah's video because he talks about these games so much better than I ever could.
At this point, are you talking to me or the audience about the going to watch the video?
Both of you, go watch Pariah, Alex.
All right, let me hang up.
All right. So anyways, yeah, Project 06 is good, and honestly, I'm just gonna jump straight to Sonic Mania right now because it's also in sick tier. And I'm just gonna tell you again, just go watch Pariah's video. This game is great. I love it so much. This is probably the best Sonic game that has ever come out. Let's just be real. I think that this is probably just the best Sonic game. Period.
Let's be real. I'm not.
It's this game and it's Sonic Generations. Those are probably the best objectively, and subjectively, I also just really like Sonic Mania a lot.
The games did not give you permission to subjugate or objectify them.
So true.
Them. That's
Yep.
the-
I like that my Sonic reviews have just been go watch Pariah.
Sonic review. 4.5 out of 5 stars. YouTube link to Pariah video. Okay, what's next?
Up next, we're actually gonna take a step back because I skipped over this because I was just getting the Sonic stuff out of the way. Step right up, Adventure Isle. This is a Friday Night Funkin' mod that I actually got working on my computer. This mod is amazing. This mod is probably one of the best Friday Night Funkin' mods that have just ever existed. It's a mod based on indie horror. It has songs that are based on Faith, the Unholy Trinity. It has a song based on Smile Dog, Duck Season, Yume Nikki, and there's one other that I'm forgetting. But Tattletale. I think those are like the 5 main things that they have, and they're all really good. These, like, the amount of effort that went into making these songs are just insane. Like, there's so many different sprites for, like, so many scene transitions, and, like, there are no songs in here that I think are, like, forgettable. Like, even in mods like Mario Madness, like, that mod is amazing, but there are a lot of songs that I just, like, can't remember at all. But this one, all of them are bangers. All of them I remember. And it's just insane that people just put so much effort into a free thing based on other things. It's like, just, like, why are these people not, like, doing something else? Like, making money off of their shit? I think my favorite song from this mod is Smile Dog 1. I forgot its name, actually. Widespread, that's what it's called. Go look up Widespread. That song is an absolute fucking banger. I love it. I love this mod. Next up, Five Nights at Fuck Boys. I love this game so much, dude. I love everything about this game. It's so good that Alex is masturbating as we speak. Like, it's that good, dude.
I'm trying to beatbox, you asshole.
It sounds like masturbation.
What, this?
Yep. Actually, I just put the whole trilogy on here because, like, honestly, all of them are hilarious and great. You know, like, as games, like, obviously, they're very frustrating and, like, they're not designed well, I would say. But they're so funny, dude. There's nothing like this is like the pinnacle.
Funny.
This is like the pinnacle of comedy. Let's just be real.
It's just gross potty humor, and I love it.
Devour my hot bird ass, Freddy. I
Expand my dog.
inhale my dong, enragement child.
Inhale my dog. Enragement child.
Honestly, this whole segment could just be me like repeating lines from this game.
Don't you love the DLC of the second game where Sephiroth comes in?
Yeah, fucking Sephiroth, BB, and like Michael Jackson. I love the little bit of dialogue where Michael Jackson turns into a jet engine to attack you.
He yells out, "Fire!"
It's so good, dude. If you haven't checked out Five Nights at Fuckboys, you need to play it.
And then Sephiroth. Man,
Hold
do you
on.
remember that dialogue option he had when you can go on a date with him?
Hold on. I need to let people in real quick. Hold on. You keep talking.
Okay. So, whales can fart underwater, and when they fart, their fart bubbles are big enough to contain an entire grown male horse.
Why is it that every time I walk away from the computer, you are saying something insane?
Because that's mean.
I
was
guess
talking
so.
about how whale fart bubbles can hold a horse in water.
All right. Well, like I was saying,
No,
I
as
really
I
like.
was saying, don't you remember that dialogue option where you can take Sephiroth out on a date?
Wasn't that in like the third game, right?
No, that was in the DLC of the second game. Sephiroth comes back in the DLC of the third game as your wife.
I think you're just making up stuff. Because I don't remember. Because I played the DLC this year, actually. I played the DLC. I did not get to to date Sephiroth BB.
Well, didn't you get the secret ending in the second game in the DLC?
I didn't
Where
actually.
you take the Master Sword and you slay Megamind?
Okay,
Like,
you're
my God.
okay. Never mind. Never mind.
And
You had me for a second. I thought that there was something to this game that I just wasn't thinking of.
wait, you weren't trying to look. Were you really?
Anyways, Five Nights at Fuckboys. Give it a shot. These games are amazing. No, I thought that I missed something, but you're just.
What's wrong with you slaying Megamind with the Master Sword and him turning into the Xenomorph Queen?
Something I do. I'm just gonna ignore your little plight
God,
right there.
This is a fanfic. Holy shit.
I will say about Sephiroth BB actually. One part of the
Yeah.
game that was like legitimately posed him as a threat. I don't think that was proper English,
Yeah,
but
It's when you attack him, right?
it's the part of the game where you travel back in time, you get the 80s version of the characters and the 90s version of the characters together to fight the Sephiroth BB. That's actually real. I'm not making this one up. I just want to say the part where BB threatens you before the fight is actually really well made, I think. Like throughout the entire thing, like BB talks in all caps, which is like sort of his thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But there's this one part where he's threatening you. He's like talking about everything you've done to like thwart his plans and how he's sick of it. And then the one time where he talks in proper English, he just says expire, which is fucking so ominous. He says with proper capitalization, proper punctuation, expire, which is so menacing. Like,
It's like that trait of the goofy character being serious. Someone who's like, it could never be a threat to you. They don't hurt you, and they talk to like the soft tone, and they're like, well, you know what's wrong with me here? Like, you could never do that. And then you turn around and they're like, I'm going to skin you alive.
it's like that, but it's done really well, actually. Like, a lot of the time I sort of roll my eyes at that because it's like, it's so predictable. For some reason, it was just done so well. So on to Five Nights to Remember, which is, I think, my favorite Five Nights at Freddy's fan game. Just ever, just period. I have the original version on this tier list for some reason, because I couldn't find a good render of the 2024 version. I think this game came out in 2024. But this is like everything I want in a proper Five Nights at Freddy's fan game, other than Five Nights at Fuckboys, which is obviously its own thing. But as a Five Nights at Freddy's fan game, as a Survive the Night survival game, this is probably the best it's ever been. The mechanics aren't like anything crazy. It's really just like, so you have
Fun.
this, it's just fun. It's just done really well. And I'll explain why exactly a little bit later. But first of all, I'll just say, I'll just explain sort of how the game works. So basically, this takes place in Fredbear's family diner, where you have a cassette radio to like ward them off, to like get them back on their stage for some reason. That's how it works in this game. And
Radio.
your cassette radio, you can't rewind, so you have to really use it well. You have to like time your usage a little bit. You have to make sure not to use it when they're not around. You just have to manage it really well. There's that. There's a music box character, pretty much just works like the puppet from FNAF 2, except that they also use the cameras really well, so it's an actual proper threat. And you're not just sitting on that camera the entire time to just be like, okay, well, this is the only use that the cameras have. No. There are other characters that use the cameras well. And another, like, sort of adjustment that this character has is you don't have to hold the mouse button to wind up the box, which is like such a little thing, but it goes a really long way. You just press the button and it'll start winding as long as you're on that camera, which is a great adjustment, which like other games need to do, because it's just annoying having your finger constantly pressing down on the mouse button.
Or ass.
Or ass, yeah. And then there
I
are
sound- and
the vision animatronics, which are basically, I think that they're canonically supposed to be, I didn't pay attention to the story very much. I think that they're supposed to be like, as it says, like visions of the future, I guess. I don't know. They're just Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. But they work in very different ways. So Freddy,
Do they work against for you?
they work against you. So
So these motherfuckers are so petty. They time traveled just to hurt you in the past.
yes.
God damn. What a bitch.
May I see it? No.
Huh?
I was making a
May
Steam
I-
Tams reference.
May I see it? You must die.
So yeah, so basically how they
Okay.
work is Freddy, there are like hallways they have to check out for Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. But if you see Freddy there, your flashlight will stop working momentarily if you flash him. So you can't just like constantly be flashing that. You have to pay attention. Is Freddy there? No? Then I'm good. Is Freddy there? Yes? Then I have to screw off for a little bit. I have to pay attention to other people, which might...
What if I just
What's up?
but like what if you just want to flash Freddy?
Then
Fix it
your
all.
flashlight stops working.
I'm
But
not
it's
fucking
momentarily.
flashlighting.
So, like, while your flashlight does stun Fredbear and Spring Bonnie for a little bit, it's not your only line of defense. They will still get in eventually. It's just Freddy will make it so that if you fuck up, it will...
It's hard.
It's harder. It doesn't kill you, it's just a lot harder. It'll
What
make
did
you...
What did Chica and Bonnie and them do?
Okay, so basically, Foxy, I'll just explain Foxy real quick. Foxy is, whenever you hear him doing his little song, you have to check the hallway cameras. And whichever one he comes down, you have to then flash the light at him. Which is, and I'll explain, because you might be thinking, well, hey, wait on, hold on a second. Freddy can also appear in the hallways. That's unfair. But I'll get to that. So, I think that that's a pretty cool little mechanic that I don't think has been done in any other games before. Bonnie and Chica is sort of similar, but like, they work in a similar way, but like, in the opposite way, if that makes sense. So, Bonnie will appear in your like, monitor on the front desk, and if you see him, you have to find him in the cameras and stare at him. But Chica won't appear in the monitor. and will just be in the cameras, and if you stare at her, your cameras will break. So you have
Wait,
to
permanently.
just for a little bit. So if you get Chica and then like Foxy, you'll just be like, oh shit, fuck. Which that is like a scenario where it is a guaranteed death, but I think it works in the way that you have to fuck up to get there. The game doesn't
I mean,
just
you
say
could-
fuck you.
Can't you just guess which hallway Foxy's coming from, or is it like you can't even check it?
You have to look at the camera before you flash him, because then he just jumps you.
Goes up.
Yeah.
So you either win or get tag team hard.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the thing is, you can easily avoid that if you just don't look at Chica. And that's my favorite thing about this game, is that it is not at all luck-based. It is all about your ability to fend off these animatronics
understand the
all
pattern.
coming at once. Which is something that
You just have to know what to do.
you have to know what to do, and it's amazing. That's what Candy's 3, that's what FNAF 2, that's what so many FNAF games just don't do. A lot of FNAF games are, did you fuck up? No? Well, too bad. You're dead anyways. This game is, did you fuck up? Yes, you die. Did you fuck up? No? Then you win. And that's amazing. It's 100% skill based, and it is amazing. This is like the perfect FNAF game.
This is the FNAF game.
This
the
is
game where Freddy gets hit 5 nights.
yeah. This is where this is really where you spent Five Nights at Freddy's.
5 nights at Chica's. Is this where you want me to?
It is. So yeah, I think I've ridden this game's dick hard enough. You guys need to go play it. It is just the best FNAF game of all time. Even counting the official games, this game is amazing. Go play it.
Including the official.
So true, Mumble Man. So moving
Fuck
on.
you.
So moving on to Hollow Cure. So this is a
Rhythm game?
nope. This is a Hollow Cure. This is a Hollow Live fan game where you just play as cute girls, and you. This is basically just like a Vampire Survivors clone, if you know what that is.
No.
So basically, you play as a character and you fight waves of enemies, like a lot of enemies. It's sort of like it's kind of like Senran Kagura in that way, in that you fight a lot of enemies, but you're also really powerful. So as long as you play well, you do well, yeah. And of course, there are some scenarios, like if you're playing in endless mode, eventually it just kills you, because like endless mode, and it just progressively gets harder, and like at some point it has to get impossible. But really, like, I think that this game is just so addicting. Like, I can't really explain it, because like, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's just fun. That's all I can really say. It's fun. And my most played character is not Gargura. Nope.
Is Gargara in the game?
Yes, and she is not my most played character.
Horse shit. Actually, I guess shark shit.
I don't know. I don't really have a lot to say about this game now that I think about it. It's just fun, and you can gamble. Also, there's a casino area that they added in the last update, and it's funny. And every time you fail a gamble, it says, "Ah, dang it." So moving on to, honestly, these two games are like game of the year picks for me. But I just played so many good games this year. Like, so we have Xenoblade Chronicles, which, if you've come to my streams,
I know.
You
You've
know-
been addicted to this game.
yes, I love this game so much, actually. I love the characters, I love the music so much. I've probably been playing, like, footage of Xenoblade as I've been talking about this. Xenoblade is just such a good game. Like, it's the first action RPG that I've, like, really, I think this is an action RPG. Other than like Kingdom Hearts, which I never even really got that far into. But this game is just like, it's so interestingly designed in the sense that it takes what you know about regular RPGs and completely destroys it. So,
Welcome. Final Fantasy.
so here's the thing. In a regular RPG, like you would think you always want the main character on your party, right?
No.
Well, that's what I would think. You would think that like if you're ever playing a Pokemon game, most of the time you want your starter on your team. Most of the time when you're playing Final Fantasy, you would want the main character on your team. Probably because it forces you to keep the main character on the team. But you know what I mean. This game does not follow that. You can not have SHlT on your team, and you can just... Sometimes it's just the correct play, really. Sometimes you just don't want SHlT on your team. In other RPGs, you would always want a healer on your team at all times, right? Not the case in Xenoblade. Sometimes you just want pure power. You just want to destroy everything before they destroy you. And that's not something other RPGs do. Most other RPGs, you always want healing. You always want support. But in Xenoblade, if you play it like other RPGs, you get your ass whooped. Which is so interesting to me. That you always want a different party comp depending on the situation. Which is like, I've never seen another RPG do that, like ever. It's so cool.
I thought it would be super fun.
Why did you turn into like a... Why is your voice like layered like a creepypasta character?
It sounds like it would be super fun. My Aztec death whistle came in.
Why do you sound like this?
My Aztec death whistle has come in.
So yeah, Xenoblade. Also, just like the world is really cool. I love the characters a lot. I'm gonna drop a spicy take right now. Melia is better than Fiora. I said it. I also just haven't finished this game yet, so maybe Fiora like has a moment later in the game which is like super duper awesome.
She, who's that one chick from, Final Fantasy that just stabbed by Sephiroth? Maria?
Maria. No, Aerith.
Oh yeah, her. She gets heard. She gets run through, I guess.
She gets stampeded by the Lion King. Anyways, yeah, Xenoblade is just a really fucking cool game. I love everything about it. And when I finish it, I'll probably rank it again next year, along with its sequel, because I already bought it, because it's... I want more of this game, even before I finished it.
It sounds like it should actually just be a really cool, dope game.
Yes, I would recommend it so hard to you, actually. Like, you said you want to play a Zelda game? Nah, man, play Xenoblade. So, next up in the SHlT tier, the last one in the SHlT tier, is Friday Night Funkin'. This game really cleaned itself up. This game cleaned itself up so hard. So, if you played this game, like, before the big update this year, the Pico update, you would probably think, like, why is this game so high up? This game, as a rhythm game, is really bad. And as a rhythm game, it was really bad before the weekend update. Pico update, whatever you want to call it. So, as a game, just as a game, Friday Night Funkin' was always really good, in my opinion. The main rhythm game aspect was really bad, but just, like, art and music and just vibe, it was always so good. But now, the gameplay of the base game is just really good. Like...
Did they improve their Rhythm Doctor?
Yeah, they made it Rhythm Doctor. Yeah, they just replaced the game with Rhythm Doctor.
Friday Night Doctor.
But yeah, if you haven't checked out the new update and you were like iffy on the game before, definitely check out the new update. It is fantastic. And all of the new songs are great. They fixed the input system, just like everything about this game. When the full game comes out, it is going to be Game of the Year. Just without a doubt. That will be the Game of the Year.
Isn't Friday Night Funkin' like the most player interactable game there is?
Like the most moddable game ever.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's one of them. Like, it's open source, so like the source code is just free for anyone to mess with. So yeah, it's very, very moddable. So really, I don't have a lot else to talk about. I've already raved about this game enough on my streams. Go play Friday Night Funkin', go listen to the soundtrack. It is some top tier shit. Do you have any opinions on Friday Night Funkin'?
No, personally, I think the community on it could be better, but like stuff we get from the community is really good.
The stuff we get is so good. Like again, there are just so many great mods that came out. Like, you know, Witty, Mid-Fight Masses. Maybe Mid-Fight Masses is a little bit of a stretch, but like, the music and the characters are pretty cool.
I still love the Shaggy mod.
The Shaggy mod is just unreasonably good.
All 7 million of them.
So now we're finally here. My Game of the Year. There's 2 very good contenders for Game of the Year. And I think I already have my pick, like, picked out. But let's just talk about them both first. Undertale Yellow. The greatest fan game ever made. Just without a doubt. Like, this game really could just be, like, official. If you just slid it right into the Undertale series, I would be completely, like, fine with it, because it expands on the world. It brings us great new characters and stories. Saroba is mommy. Martlet is just such a goof. I love her. She's a complete girl failure, and she's great. Starlo is just me. He's a cowboy, and he's a goofy cowboy, and he's a great cowboy.
Sorry, I'm eating some pizza. I remember you gushed about Undertale Yellow for like a solid month.
I did. And something about it that I think is really good is their choice of bringing canon characters to Undertale Yellow. Because they didn't bring a lot over. You would think that in an Undertale fan project like this, community is so obsessed with Sans and Papyrus that like they would be like main characters or something like that. No, they don't even appear in this game. You know who does appear in this game? Toriel, Asgore, Alphys in a cutscene, in a flashback cutscene, and Flowey. And Flowey is just written so unreasonably well. He doesn't like show all of his cards. He doesn't really show that he's evil until like way later in the game. Even though you know that he's evil, the game doesn't treat him as evil until he actually does villainous things. Which makes perfect sense in this specific scenario. Because when Frisk fell into the underground in Undertale, it was just like, he was just like, oh shit, that's the final soul that I need to become a god. So he's just like, yeah, I'll just kill this guy, get all the souls, and then I'll be cool. But then he fails, and he realizes, oh wait, I can't reload my save anymore, what's going on here? That's because the player took that power from him. But in this scenario, the player doesn't have that power, Flowey has that power. And so he tries to, like, sort of lead on Clover through their journey. Sort of just being like, hey, I'm your friend, I am the reason you're getting this far, don't forget that.
Hey dude, let me manipulate you real quick.
Yeah, basically. He's manipulating Clover through the entire game, which is perfectly in character because, like, you know, he has no reason to risk just like, you know, he's just like, let me get you with the other souls and I'll be all cool and I'll just be a little bit longer. like he has his own like neutral ending boss fight, which is like the highlight ending in my opinion. I mean, like Soroba has her emotional moments in the true pacifist route. Martlet is badass in the genocide route, but really, just like Flowey's existence in the neutral route is just so cool. He was done so well, and his boss fight is so well made. It has like proper claymation parts and like paper animated stuff, and it's like really just creative concept for the alpha Flowey design that they made for this, where he only has one human soul, so he's less powerful, and he's just like pretty much trapping you in his head. And then he gets bored, and he's like, "Well, this is like whatever. This ending sucks. Yo, I'm gonna reload, and we're gonna do a different ending." Which is like, this is exactly what Flowey would do. Like, cool as hell. It's perfectly in character. That's basically my thoughts on Undertale Yellow. Just a perfect fan game, a perfect expansion on Undertale's world. Some really good characters. Like the only character I would say like sort of flops is Vlad, or Dalv, I mean. His name is Vlad backwards, which is pretty funny. And it's like perfectly in the Undertale style, because like Toby would call a character Dalv. And also the music is like, it's not quite Toby Fox level, but I feel like that's just because I haven't spent enough time listening to the soundtrack on my own. But the soundtrack is still very good, and I just love this game so much. I could talk about this game for hours, but we've already been talking for hours and my throat is starting to hurt. So I'm just going to move on to Persona 3 Reload, which is...
I don't think you need. I don't think I need. Personally, I don't think I need to hear an explanation of this one.
You don't.
Persona's your life. I got to play Persona 4 a little bit. It was a fun game. I just didn't have the drive to pick it back up. I really should. It's a really good game.
You should. Yeah, Persona 3 Reload is just a really damn good remake of Persona 3. Like, they pretty much, all they really needed to do was like make Persona 3 what you can control your party, and you can friend zone the girls if you want, because for some reason in the original Persona 3 you couldn't. Like, if you like, basically in the original Persona 3, if you weren't just avoiding contact with the women, you are dating them, which is weird. In Persona 4 and 5, you have the option to friend zone them. In Persona 3, the original versions, you did not. But this version adds that back, and so you can just like chill with them. You can just be pals, and that's cool. And also, it just like, it adds like, you know, Persona 5 mechanics like the baton pass. You have theurgies, which are like the fusion spells but cooler, basically. I mean, I would have preferred just like straight up fusion spells, but you know, what's up?
I thought you were gonna say Theurgy is a fear orgy.
The orgy, yeah.
Fear orgy.
My favorite part of Persona 3 is the orgy. It's weird because I don't think I had as big of a Persona 3 phase this year as I did an Undertale Yellow phase. But that's probably because I've already played the original Persona 3. And I've already sort of had my phase. And I did have a Persona 3 phase, but it wasn't as big or explosive as my Undertale Yellow phase. So, what would I say in regards to like how much I like these games? I would say that I still prefer Persona 3 oh my gosh, what was that noise?
What was what?
I just heard like a scraping noise or something, and it like scared the fuck out of me.
I don't have anything happen over here.
That's weird. Okay, I guess Discord just had a seizure. But anyways. Yeah, I think that of these two games, I still think that Persona 3 Reload is my preferred game of the two. But these are still like two games that are top 10, honestly. These are in my top 10 favorite games of all time. And I'll probably put that on screen right now. I think that it's hard to
Persona
explain.
3 gives me a lot of like Final Fantasy vibes in a way.
How?
Like the way the RPG is laid out, with like you can pick different attacks, you have mana and health laid up next to each other. It gives me like RPG vibes in that sense, like the team builder aspect. But the way that the personas are done is really unique, especially switching them out. There's like type advantages and disadvantages. I feel like Persona is overall a very solid example of a good RPG game.
This is like, yeah, I would say that's probably one of the best RPG series out there. It's just fucking cool. I don't know what to say. Like, I've probably raved about this game on stream a lot. I can't remember any specific time that I did, but I'm willing to bet I have. This game is just...
You should stream.
I should stream it?
Yes.
Shit, I'll do it. I'll stream this game every day ever. Probably not, but this game is just... It's amazing. It's top 5. This game is top 5. Undertale Yellow is top 10, I would say. And I'll put my top 10 favorite games ever on screen right now.
Yeah, check so.
Yep. All right. There's my tier list. Yell at me in the comments. My throat hurts. I need to go.
Alright, bye mate.
Goodbye.